when the sun is far enough, the sun will be at my eye level in the distance, which is how the bottom of clouds can be illuminated. Because from where I am, the sun is so far away, it's at my eye level.
How high is the sun?
Excuse me?
How high is the sun?
I don't know how to find that. It's
physics and logic on a level supreme. It's a curved reality, splitting flerf dreams.
Hey people, how's it going? KRCK Debunks here. So last Thursday I had got onto Mikey Smith's live, just kind of impromptu. I didn't even plan this live stream that night, nor did I actually plan on getting on Mikey Smith's live, or that he thought he let me on. But yeah, he let me on, and I had a little chat with him and Matthew Hakim, and then DJ Nuh Uh tried to jump in a couple of times and just gave a bunch of bullshit and actually meant nothing and just said a bunch of derp, but so pretty much ignored him. But yeah, it was quite interesting, and it was very late at night. I had a couple of beers because I just wasn't even planning on going live stream, and kind of decided to do it. And I didn't actually plan on debating, but even then, I still got on there, and I still pretty much just racked with Matthew Hakim because I asked questions that I knew he couldn't answer, and pretty much falsified his whole entire paradigm. Let's have a look and see.
But the guy just proved with another video that we are made by God, not an explosion.
Okay, so just a bit of context. I just got on panel here. I hadn't said anything yet, and they were just chatting. DJ Nuh was yammering on about something to do with creationism, and it's very clear that he actually has no idea how creationist versus evolution, how that worked. Nobody, I don't think, ever has claimed that humans were made by the Big Bang. More to do with the just different elements coming together, eventually making sentient life, being simple life, and eventually it was evolving into more complex life forms, and then through the centuries and millions of years, that eventually more complex life forms evolved, and eventually mammals evolved and such. So this just shows the level of derp right here, where you can't even understand the basics of just the very, very basics of evolution, the model is compared to creationism. But let's continue on.
And then he say, no, we are made by an explosion. There's space out there. It's not water. And you ask, well, in the Bible it said it's water above, water below. Oh, but it's because blah, 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 blah. They don't even follow the Bible. So, and it's a Bible guy.
Well, also the Globers, it's not science. It's assumption. It's like a science fiction religion they have. They have faith in curvature that's not there. They have faith in rotation that's not there. And they honestly, they tell themselves, don't trust their senses.
It's all in their head. It's a cartoon.
Yes.
Cartoon. That's it.
It's ridiculous how stupid the Glober shit is.
So what evidence do you have of the flat Earth then? Empirical evidence.
Sir?
What empirical evidence do you have that the Earth is flat? Now, as you notice here, right away, Matthew Hakim doesn't have a clue what the empirical evidence is or what it means. I keep asking for it, and he just keeps giving me his opinions and his assumptions. And he thinks it's empirical evidence. I don't think he understands empirical evidence is evidence based on demonstrable, factual, experimentation that can be replicated and has been verified through peer review and through confirmed testing methods that have been confirmed to show to have a high level accuracy, and that said can be repeated, and the results are still the same. But Matthew Hakim doesn't even have a clue what that is. That's why I bring it up, because most flat earthers can't provide any empirical evidence that the Earth is flat. All they can do is just give you conjectures and opinions and fallacious misunderstandings.
Direct observable reality.
Like what?
Like seeing things that are way too far, and the curvature not being there. And
how far is too far?
Not being there.
How far is too far?
Excuse me?
How far is too far?
You tell us.
How far is too far? Yeah, let's hear it. What's
his claim.
What do you think?
like the fact that Mikey tried to turn that back on me. Matthew Hakim made a claim that we see too far. And then I asked how too far it is, and Mikey's like, you tell us. I'm not the one making the claim that we see too far. That's Matthew Hakim's claim. Now he needs to substantiate it with facts, evidence, measurements, something. He needs to say what should be seen, why we should be seeing this certain point, and then why is it that we're seeing stuff further, prove that we're seeing further, and substantiate why that's further than we should be able to see. But Matthew can't do that. He doesn't. He says stuff and thinks that because he says it, it has to be true. No, that's not the way it works.
It's your claim. You said we see too far, so what's too far?
Okay, my claim is that there's no curvature on the Earth.
Okay.
So now Matthew's ran away from we see too far to there's no curvature. He can't even stick to one subject. Pathetic.
Well, how did you measure that?
Because I could see way too far.
How far is too far?
I can see on the Earth. Okay, let me put it this way. I can see there's no curvature on the Earth.
How'd you measure that?
I can see it, and I use water.
How'd you measure that?
Large bodies of water.
How'd you measure that?
I can measure the horizon at a distance and see that it's flat in every direction. It's flat in every direction.
Show measurements.
So my strategy here, why I was simply asking for him to show measurements, is because I know Matthew Hakim can't show any measurements. That's not what he does. His whole paradigm, the only way he tries to claim the Earth is flat is because he says it looks flat to him, so it must be flat. He's never done any measurements. He's never done any calculations. He's never even attempted to, show any kind of evidence or to back up his claims. He makes claims, and that's as far as he ever goes. He's done this in every single debate I've ever watched him, when he's debated MC Toon, FTFE, or other people who defend the globe or defend science, is that he can never actually substantiate a single claim that he makes. He makes claims and never ever provides any proof or evidence to back up his claims. So my strategy here is simply to just pin him down. And not to convince anybody here, I'm not going to convince any of these knobheads on this panel that the Earth is a globe or that everything that they say is wrong. All I was doing is exposing him to the audience of Mikey's, who to show that Matthew Hakim makes loads of claims, but he can't actually support his claims with any evidence. That's all I was really here for. That and a bit of my own personal entertainment. Just to keep asking him to back up his claims. As soon as he makes a claim, I ask for evidence, he runs away from it.
It's already, like I just said, water is the measurement. It's flat.
Water.
Large bodies of water.
I've seen curvature of water.
Do you need numbers? Do you need numbers?
Yeah, I want to see empirical evidence. Empirical evidence.
The numbers. Okay.
Empirical evidence.
There's 0% curvature over any amount of land.
That's not empirical evidence. That's a claim without showing any measurements or proving that there's 0% curvature over any land. Making a claim, still not backing it up, that's not empirical evidence.
Prove it.
Zero.
Prove it.
It's there.
I want to see evidence. Show measurements.
Prove that the Earth's a ball.
Sure. I can show you
measurements
right now.
measurements for the ball Earth.
Any measurements using
the ball Earth?
Sure. Any measurement done by a using a theodolite or using a total station.
Excuse me?
Anybody who uses a total station or a theodolite shows curvature. Reciprocal zenith angles. Yes.
No, what you're confused about is like this.
Notice how Matthew Hakim ran away when I mentioned reciprocal zenith angles, because he knows this completely falsifies his flat Earth paradigm.
If I measure something in front of me, like a tree, I'd be pointing up at it, right? If I'm at the base of a tree, I point up. But if that tree is like miles away, it starts to decline.
Yep.
I love the fact those two are going, yep. The fact that they have no idea how fucking perspective works. I love how flat earthers always claim perspective or flerfs, but they actually can't support that. If the tree, let's just say use the tree of his analogy, if you're at the same altitude as each other. So let's just say you're over, I don't know, the Bonneville Salt Flats, right? And there happens to be a tree, maybe, 10 miles away. And at the same altitude, if I were to point a theodolite or a total station, because you have to level those to the downward vector, being the gravitational downward vector, so that way it's level to the Earth. Even if you're on a hill, you still gotta level. You'll be going still level, so you gotta change the legs and stuff like that. So it's gonna be level to gravity. So it's gonna be level to the Earth, and you look out. That tree, if let's say it's the total station's, I don't know, let's say 5'6", right, where the optics are. You look straight out. If the Earth was flat, you'd be looking up 5'6" onto the trunk of the tree, or if there's a branch or shit like that, right? That's to say it's 12-foot tall tree. So you'd be looking up just less than halfway up that tree, and that's where you'd be cutting. You'd be bisecting 5'6" up that tree. If you're bisecting the top of that tree, then it's the same altitude there as you are where you are, then the only way that can happen is, if you see the top, is that tree must have dropped down. So you must have seen, the only way you can have that is that the Earth has done this and is dropped down. See, it's a 12-foot tree and you're bisecting up, see 10 feet up, then you have legit observed just under 5 foot of drop, which would be 5 foot down, that tree has gone down over the curvature of the Earth. So what Matthew Hakim is saying is actually a result of the curvature of the Earth, and he's too stupid to realize that. And that's why I brought that up. And I even asked him, does he know how total stations or theodolites work? I know he doesn't. He has no idea how they fucking work. So, but he ran away from that, and I just left it at that because I realized he didn't know. He was talking shit.
Do you know how
even if the sun,
do you know how total stations work?
Hold up. Let me.
Do you know how total stations work?
Even when the sun is far enough, the sun will be at my eye level in the distance, which is how the bottom of clouds can be illuminated. Because from where I am.
The only way clouds be illuminated from the bottom is if the sun is physically below those clouds. So if you got clouds that are 5 miles up, Matthew's claiming that the sun drops down enough that it's below 5 feet to shine up. The only way that can happen is if it's going over the horizon due to the curvature of the Earth. Thanks, Matthew. You just keep proving my point. You're not doing so good at this, are you? You're too stupid to even realize you're failing. And I'm freaking absolutely roasting you. I'm freaking half cut, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
The sun is so far away, it's at my eye level.
How high is the sun?
Excuse me?
How high is the sun?
I don't know how to find that. It's from my...
Oh, thanks, Matthew. So you make a claim, and then I ask you, okay, how high is this? You don't know how to find it. So how do you know this? How the sun is above these clouds? How do you know the sun's below these clouds? How do you know how far the sun is to get to the point where it's going to show the bottom of the clouds or the bottom of the plains? He doesn't know it, and you can't tell. Now, we've done this many, many times. We've got something like the Parker Solar Probe that's currently orbiting the sun right now. We know how far that is. We have the ESA has the solar probe that's going around that's also doing different measurements and taking pictures and doing stuff there. We have actually measured the distance to the sun using radar waves. In 1959, Stanford University had a big radar array that they sent a coded signal up towards the sun. And then 16 minutes later, they got the same coded message to come back, which then bounced off the sun, and because of the sun being electromagnetic and part of its corona, we were able to bounce it off. Now, knowing the speed of light, we knew how far the sun is. We knew that if it's 8 minutes there, 8 minutes back at the speed of light, it's about 93 million miles away. Now, we've also done other things before that, like the transit of Venus and the transit of Mercury, and by looking at Venus, and which was actually part of this discussion, I know we see Venus when it's at a certain point, or you see half of it. Then using trigonometry and look at two different observation points, we're able to measure distance to Venus. knowing that it's also going to be on the side of the sun, right? At this furthest point, from where our perspective, we're going to see it from the sun, because as it's going to go on the side, it'll start to get up to about a quarter. You'll see about 3/4 of Venus. You know it's going to just be behind the sun. So it's half, we know, at that point there, from there to the sun, it's going to be the furthest point from our perspective, and then from us, then we can draw to ours, and then we can use just simple trigonometry. Then we know how far Venus is. Then watching the transit of Venus, then we also can figure out how big Venus is. Then we're able to observe when we see Venus transit across the sun, and we've seen it at 2 different locations on the Earth, timing it. Then we're able to calculate the size of this. We know how big the sun is and how far it is by how fast Venus transits across. This was done way back in the 1800s or early 1900s, and it actually showed a fairly accurate representation on measurement of the distance to the sun and the size of the sun. So that's one of the ways we've done it. There's many other ways, but they all will deny all this stuff. But yeah, using the heliocentric globe model, we 100% know how far the sun is.
In my opinion, being projected from the other side of the firmament.
Yeah.
How high is the sun?
Nobody
I
can
just
measure
told
it.
you.
Hey,
You have a problem
try to
hearing.
Let me
You have
ask
a
a
problem
question.
hearing.
Ask a question.
I just
No,
said
I
it's
can-
being projected from the other side of the dome.
Now, remember at the very beginning of this, if you listen to what they're talking, they claim that there's waters above the dome. So are they claiming that the sun is inside the waters above the dome, or like in some sort of like airtight glass bubble, and there's waters above, and then you got a sun that provides heat and light in the waters? They've kind of contradicted their whole model. And even then, how do they know how high the dome is or how far the sun is? I mean, they still should be able to tell that, but they got nothing. And it's comical. So now they claim that the sun's outside the dome and is burning inside water. Okay, that kind of contradicts a lot of things, but okay, moving on.
So is the
there's
sun
no
above
way
our eyes?
behind it.
Is the sun above our
Excuse
eyes? Is the sun above our eyes?
Depends. It depends on what time of day it is and where we are on the Earth.
So does the sun change over the firmament? Does it go from higher to lower over the firmament, over the dome?
No, it moves like the Bible says. It's like in a circuit.
Okay, so
Did you catch that? So he claimed that the sun is down to our eye level. So I asked him, okay, so he's claiming the sun goes lower, so it could shine up onto the bottom of clouds and stuff. So I asked him, does the sun change level? He goes, no, it's like a circuit over, like it says in the Bible, which usually what they're alluding to, because they misquote the Bible and they misunderstand it, claiming it goes around in a big circle, which then, that means it never changes its altitude. So then it can't be below our eye level, or even at our eye level. It's always above us, because if the Earth is flat like this, the sun is very high up here and it's doing circles. No matter what size, how big the circles are, it's never going to be at or below our eye level. That's just not how it works. That makes absolutely no sense and contradicts all of physics and even just simple geometry. But okay, let's continue on.
let's just say this. So let's say this is the flat Earth here. Does the sun do this above it? Stay above it?
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm standing down here and the sun's up here, how do I see something up here down here?
Because you're misunderstanding the distances that the sun is.
Does he mean the distances that he doesn't know and claims can't be measured or known? So I'm misunderstanding the distances that he can't give me because he doesn't know. So how can I misunderstand something he doesn't even understand himself, but he claims he understands it better than I do? I'm only just trying to steel man his position, and in a way kind of poke holes by using him to poke holes in his own thing. Because if you listen, Matthew Hakim just continuously contradicts himself over and over and over. He'll literally contradict himself in the same sentence. He'll say one thing and then contradict himself immediately, right away. But he's too stupid to realize he's actually doing it. And then later on he tries to accuse me of contradicting myself. But I never contradicted myself once in this whole entire debate.
Okay,
By
if
saying it's over, if it's above you, it's above you. but as it goes
Okay.
away, it looks like it's going down.
Okay,
But
so
it's not going down. It's going like this, away.
so if my finger is me right here, and the sun's over here, how is it below me?
Because of what? Well, it
How-
depends. Of what time of day would it be, and
Tell
where
me,
would you
tell
be
me
on the
when
Earth?
when does this look like it's below me?
Excuse me?
When? Okay, I'm down here, sun's up here, right? Tell me when it's gonna look like it's below me.
Excuse. I don't. What is your? Why is it not going beneath you?
Yes. Why does? Show me when the sun looks below my level. Tell me
Because
when.
it goes far away,
But how,
and it
but
goes like this. It goes like this. Is it's going farther
so
away?
like this, it does this.
starts to connect to the. Looks like it's connecting to the Earth.
Okay.
But
Do you
the
understand how
phenomenon you
perspective
have to
works?
research is called the omega sun setting, where I don't know if you've ever seen that, where there's like when the sun's far enough away, it looks like there's another sun beneath it. Have you ever
No.
seen that? The omega sun?
No.
I have to look into what the Omega Sun illusion is. This is what they're talking about. It kind of looks like the Omega symbol, and this is a picture I took. So actually, I have seen this. I just didn't know what it was called.
Of course you haven't, because
I've
it's
seen loads of
below.
sunsets. No, I've seen loads of
So
sunsets. Never seen
okay,
them.
I would suggest researching the omega sunset.
Omega sunset. Oh, I'm sure. But
Okay, so Matthew brought this up several times, this debate, the Omega Sun thing, and he actually doesn't know what it is, because it doesn't make it like there's a second sun below the sun. That's false. That's wrong. The Omega Sun, like it's like an illusion that has to do with atmospheric phenomenon. It's not actually seen all that often. It tends to be where you have a layer of warmer air kind of below, some cooler air above, and then it goes cooler. It's kind of, and there's like a temperature inversion a bit. And it looks like it's called that because it looks like the omega symbol. So omega symbol, if you know what it means, goes like this, goes up around, and goes like that, right? So you'll see the omega symbol. If you ever seen the symbol for ohms, if you're talking electrical, that's the omega symbol. So even in the name, it contradicts what you said. If you were listening earlier, go back if you want to. He said it looks like there's a second sun below the sun. That is false and wrong, and I will show you because, like I said, I will look it up because unlike Matthew Hakim or any of these other flat earthers on here, if I don't know something, I will go and look it up. I meant to do it this night. I was on here, but I got wrapped up in conversation with them, and I just decided to do it later. So I'll show you now. So here's the description of the Omega Sun. It's an example of a lunar mirage, which consists of seeing a solar image take the shape of the Greek letter Omega. So this is what it is, and then look up the article that talks about it. Back to the days, the sun appeared to melt into the horizon due to a tropical optical illusion called the Omega Sun. This is the Omega Sun that Matthew was referring to. Also note, it says a rare phenomenon known as the Omega Sun. It's a rare phenomenon.
is something above you,
Bring it up. Bring up a
something
picture of
above
that.
you, cannot be up below your eye. That is physically impossible. So maybe you made this claim. So
Now, just full disclosure here. This night, for some freaking whatever reason, I was having a lot of issues with bandwidth issues with my internet or my computer. My computer's updating. My internet decided that it was just going to be shit this night. I don't know if my kid was downloading something. I think my kid was downloading a game or something onto his PlayStation. And also, I didn't realize, because this is the first time using Streamlabs, which is what Mikey uses, is that what they were hearing was my laptop microphone, which isn't very good, which is why I have a microphone in front of me. That's why you can hear it really well on my stream, on my side, that's what this is. But what they had a hard time hearing me because going through Streamlabs was my laptop mic, which is not very good. And so I think they're having a hard time hearing me. So if you hear them doing that, I didn't know this at the time. It's only when the other day, I think somebody talked about my mic, so I got my shit mic, and I went, no, my mic sounds pretty good. So I decided to go listen to the stream, and I went, oh shit, I know what happened. It was the first time, and I don't think I changed it in Streamlabs. So my fault, beginners, mistakes and stuff like that. I said, first time using a program, I didn't know that it hadn't picked up that. I don't know why. I think it's because I go through OBS, and my OBS obviously uses my mic. So I thought for some reason, I don't know why. So, divvy, stupid move. Something, you live, you learn. I'll move on. So
I said something above you cannot look below your eye.
Yeah,
I'll look
because it will never be. It's not setting. The sun doesn't go beneath the earth.
It does.
It goes away.
hold on, but I thought Matthew Hakim had just not long ago said that the sun goes lower on the horizon. So if the sun's going down low enough to shine up on clouds, and as it's going further away, it's actually coming down and meeting the horizon, then the sun, from my perspective, is going down. Now, if you did notice, I'll put up a picture of where when I showed, I actually observed something like the Omega Sun. I'll show you a picture of the sun setting on that exact day, and then you tell me if the changed angular size. Now, really, because of that layer of inversion there, we're going to discuss the sun should change, because they claim the sun is moving away from me. It's going to change uniformly all the way around the whole disk. It's going to get smaller. So it'd be like if you look at my knob here, right? It's round. As you go further away, it uniformly gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right, to a point. Now, this is what they claim the sun's doing. They say the sun's going to start off like this over us, quite close, and then as it goes away on the flat plane, it's going to get smaller until we don't see it anymore. This is their claim. I am steel manning their claim. Now, let's look and see what I observed and I took pictures of. And here's a series of pictures I took, and I lined them up so that with the wind turbine. And as you can see, as the sun sets, it's not changing angular size uniformly. You can see the Omega Sun illusion there on the second picture from the bottom. Then just after that, you can see that the sun is setting from bottom up. You can see just the top there. So this is observations I took. Obviously the sun is going from left to right because I'm in the northern hemisphere. And I showed the location that I took this from, elevation, and my latitude, longitude. And just for reference, this is another observations that somebody else had done, and you can see the same thing, the sun setting, and it's not changing angular size.
Just goes away, and
it doesn't change angular size.
On the
just
side.
like a plane.
Prove
Okay,
it.
listen, curious UK debunks. Think of it like this. Picture like an airplane. If you're standing directly under the path of an airplane, if you look at it, it's going to be, if you see it far enough away, it's like this. But as it comes above you, you're going to start looking up at it. And as it goes away, you're going to start looking down at it. But it's the plane, listen to me. The plane isn't doing this over you. The plane isn't doing this. It's doing this.
Well, gravity is holding the people inside the airplane.
I know, the
upside
gravity.
down.
Funny enough, I live near the airport. I live near the airport, and I live near airport, and I live also near the coast. And I've seen planes take off and take off and take off. Whoa! Yes. I've seen planes take off and fly away from me, and they're never, ever below eye level, ever.
Yeah, because they're just going away. They're not going down. They're not going over you and going around a ball.
But hold on, Matthew Hakim just before said that as the sun moves away, it's going to go down. And he even said, watch a plane, and you'll see it go up. And he just said to me, if you listen, he actually hits, what did he say? He said, as the plane goes away from me, it's going to come down and look like it meets the horizon and goes to my eye level. But now he's claiming, no, because they're going away. Because I said, well, that's funny, because I've watched loads of planes. I live on a very major flight path. There's two major airports between, that I go home from North America, that if planes come over, they fly into either Manchester or other stuff. So I've seen loads of planes, and they never ever are below eye level. Now, also, flat earthers don't realize is when we're talking like that, we're talking the planes, 3 or 4 miles up, and it gets to a point, now you get 1 degree of curvature per 69 miles. So at what point am I going to see that plane? How far away am I seeing it? And why would I see it suddenly start dipping over? Am I going to see 1 degree of tilt to the plane over 69 miles when the plane's sort of 4 or 5 miles up, And by the time it gets on my eyesight, it's going to be what? 40, 50 miles? Let's just say 70 miles away. Am I going to see 1 degree of tilt to the plane? No. How am I going to see that with my eyes? I can't measure 1 degree of tilt with my eyes. Fuck. But, yeah, Matthew said that as the plane goes away, I'm going to see it dip below, go, and then come like the sun to the horizon. Now he's saying I won't see that because the plane's going over top of me. So he's just contradicting himself again. He just can't keep his story straight, can he?
They're going away. And it goes like this.
You know how far? It doesn't, no, never goes to the horizon like that. Just smaller.
Did you know another thing about airplanes?
You know what you know about airplanes? What's funny? You know what's funny? I can see the sun illuminating the bottom of planes. Explain how I can see the sunlight illuminating the bottom of planes.
You have to speak more clearly.
Explain how I can see sunlight illuminate the bottom of planes.
Like I just told you, when the sun is far enough away, it goes into the horizon. So
so it goes further. So it goes physically lower. So it goes physically lower.
That's what the omega sun is. It's a real phenomenon.
Omega sun.
Hold on. So Matthew just contradicted himself again there, because now he's saying that as it goes further away, I'm going to see it dip, come below. But yet, I actually see it with planes. But you just said that I won't see it with planes because they're going over top of me, and I'm not going to see that because I'm not going to see them dip below. But you said I would see that, but I don't. So you said I do and I don't. I do. I don't. I do. Fuck, he can't keep his freaking story straight. From one sentence to another, he completely freaking contradicts what he's just freaking finished saying. I mean, how he's not doing so good at this. He's not very. Apparently, this guy loves the debate, but he's really shit at this because, like I said, in this debate I'm in, once again. It was 2 a.m. I've been up for ages. I've already been like for this near the end of my live stream, and I had a few beers, and so I wasn't actually even on my A game, and I'm cooking all these guys. I mean, holy crap, this is phenomenal. And then not in a little bit here, Max comes in and he jumps in and he goes a little bit hot. So we'll check that out too.
Why is the sun? That's the question. It shouldn't be how is it doing it. It should be why is the sun going on the bottom of the airplane?
Easy. It sets below the horizon.
3 million away, buddy.
Yeah, it sets below. Oh, sure. Hold on.
No, it's 93 million miles away. Come on, man.
This guy is not doing that well.
Behind you.
Oh, the cope off Matthew. This guy isn't doing so well. I'm absolutely cooking him and freaking, and Mikey's not hard to cook him. And DJ Newman's got fucking nothing. He's just freaking talking shite, and everybody's pretty much ignoring him. His whole thing of like gravity in a plane. Yeah, gravity holds you down in a plane. In fact, gravity is acting on the plane, but the plane is generating lift because it's got wings and engines. So yeah, if the plane slows down too much, then the lift that's creating by the wings is not enough to keep it up, and then gravity takes over. But it goes fast enough, then the force of the lift on the wings overcomes the gravitational pull that's still acting on the plane. But that was earlier on. But yeah, I'm absolutely roasting all of them, and then Matthew's like, he's not doing so well, as I'm getting up to go get a globe to pretty much prove my point, something none of these guys have even tried to do. Okay.
Hey, do you have a real picture of a globe behind you or not?
They don't. There's no real.
You don't know what that is, Mikey? Mikey, you don't know what that is.
Man, that's a good thing, because you just noticed he has a fake globe behind him. It's all
they admit on the website, the NASA, it's all CGI, and they are proud of it. So
here's the song.
And DJ New Moon saying that NASA admits that every single image that they have on the website is CGI is completely and utterly false. I was busy doing stuff for us, so I picked up on that and going, oh, right. Prove it. Show me where NASA has claimed every single image on there is CGI. It's not. Composite images are not CGI. I can take a composite image right now with my phone, going panning from left to right. It's not CGI, but it is a composite image, because all it's doing is taking loads of pictures as I'm going along and then stitching them all together. That's not a fake image. It's just simply a whole bunch of images that the edges all match up and then stitched together. NASA, when they've done some images of the Earth, they've had maybe low Earth orbit satellites. They go around and they orbit and they change a little bit as they go over, and it's taking pictures. And what they do is then they take all those pictures and they stitch them all together. That's why sometimes if you see like the blue marble that was done in like in 2001 or something like that, was a composite image, and that's why sometimes you see where the clouds look the same. What's happened is this is the same cloud. It's moved from one. It's because it's clouds move in the atmosphere, right? Now due to high and low pressure systems and winds and stuff, and it's the cloud has moved from one point to the other. So as satellites come around and come up to the side, that cloud has now changed position. So it's took a picture of the cloud, and as it come over, it's took a picture of the same cloud again. That's moved locations because clouds move in the atmosphere. I mean, this is really easily explained, and flat earthers just go, Nuh Uh. But no, they're not CGI, they're composite images, and they're just simply a whole bunch of pictures stitched together. But yeah, we'll continue on here. And now, as for my background there, I purposely have that there to wind up the flat earthers. That's why I bought that off of Amazon, because I knew it would piss them off, and it's just a little bit of a poke wind-up thing. It makes it look like I'm on the moon looking at the Earth. It's not even a real image. Nobody claims that's a real image. That is like a CGI, this funny image that looks pretty. I could have got one of me in a freaking spaceship. This means real. It's just an image of the Earth, and then something put in front of it.
Here's the globe. The sun is over there. When the sun takes off, as the globe rotates, guess what? The sun stays there. It goes lower, and the sun shines up.
The Earth rotates, my man.
Sure.
You have to prove the Earth rotates.
Fulcrum's pendulum.
Fulcrum's pendulum rotate.
Ring laser gyroscopes. Thanks, Bob. Ring laser gyroscopes. Thanks, Bob.
That's disrespectful to the man that died by saying thanks, Bob. It makes you guys jerks
and he still proved 15 degrees per hour. He still proved 15 degrees per hour. And he still proved 15 degrees per hour. He still proved 15 degrees per hour. How about a physical gyroscope?
You're saying like a $20,000 little box that you have to program.
Nope.
You have to program your location.
How do you program it?
You're saying that feels rotation.
How do you program it?
But a helicopter can hover in place, and there is no rotation.
You ever seen how a helicopter works?
Ooh, I got this.
So I did ask Matthew, because he claims it's a box that can be programmed. And here's the funny thing: the ring laser gyroscope. There's no way of programming. You turn it on. It has a beam of light that hits a prism, which it splits the beam, the laser beam, to two different paths. So it splits at 90-degree angles. So one path goes one way, goes up, comes around, hits something else, and then the other one goes along, hits something else, hits this, and then they both join back together, and they hit a sensor, right? Now, how the ring laser gyroscope works is the fact is that if it feels any kind of motion, one path is so sensitive that one path of light would be a tiny bit longer than the other path, and so the frequency would be slightly changed, and this is how it senses which way it's going. So how does it detect the rotation of the Earth? Sitting on the Earth, it's sitting on the object that's moving, and it's so sensitive that you can feel the 15 degrees per hour, which Bob Nadell did prove several times. He even tried to put it inside an anti-Gaussian chamber and stuff like that, because he tried to claim it was something to do with the movement of the sky and shit like that. And it still just showed 15 degrees per hour. He can block it out. So yeah, and you can do this with the physical gyroscope. If you look at one, there's a YouTube channel called From Jesse. Oh, I just messed up his name. From Jesse, he actually shows a move my stuff here. He actually shows an old physical gyroscope, and it measures 15 degrees per hour. You can't program that. That was just simply you turn it on, and whatever it measures, it measures. As I mentioned, this Fulcrum's pendulum. I couldn't get that word out. And those are all over the globe. You can't really, it doesn't really work at the equator because it's not feeling the difference. It just would go just simply back and forth. But if you have like the North Pole, South Pole, then obviously it works quite well. And usually a Foucault's pendulum, you can actually tell which latitude you're at. Yeah, sorry. because of how much it moves and stuff like that over time. But yeah, as for I know Max started jumping in here. I just want to bring up the whole thing with the helicopters. Helicopters have control surfaces, and they also have a pilot who is constantly looking out, far out, and they pick a point, and then they have things like they have different controls. So you have each foot controls your the tail going back and forth. You have the one that controls your rotor speed. You also have the, I think, I can't remember, the one's called the collector, the one's called, I have to look up the names of them again. And then the other guy, so he's got one hand pulling up and down, that controls, and you also have then the stick, which then you move back and forth, and then that's going to control you this way, and the other one's going to control you going up and down, and then the other one's going to control your tail, rudder, going back and forth. You're doing this all at the exact same time. You've got both feet going, you have one hand doing one thing, one hand doing another thing. You're obviously checking out. Flying a helicopter is a gentle balance of forces, and you're keeping your eye, let's see, if you're hovering, you're fixed on one point, and you're keeping that point where you want it, so you're keeping yourself away, and you're constantly correcting. So would a helicopter feel the rotation of the Earth while 15 degrees per hour? Yes and no, because one, the pilot's constantly making corrections. Two, the helicopter is above, but it's also in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is moving with the Earth. Minus, obviously, you have high and low pressure centers. If you have different thermal pockets and stuff like that, then it can cause, the whole atmosphere is moving with the Earth. You do have movements within the atmosphere itself. To think like you're driving your car, heading down the road. The wind inside, you can throw a ball, you can throw something inside the car, goes any which way, because the atmosphere inside is moving with you. But if you turn on your vents, turn your air conditioning, you can have wind blowing backwards. Someone can take a fan, push it forward, blow, behind your neck, you'll feel it come like this. So you can have movement within the vehicle, but you can also move stuff around inside the vehicle as well. You can throw a ball, you can take a ball thrower straight up, come down, because it's going to maintain the momentum of the vehicle that's going, and inside the atmosphere inside the vehicle is also moving with you. Another example is they've showed people on like the back of a tractor, on a trailer, on a trampoline, and when they bounce up and down the trampoline, they can bounce at the exact same spot while the whole rig's moving forward. They maintain that momentum going forward. And eventually, they would encounter wind resistance, and so if they're up high enough, they would start slowing down because they encounter resistance of the wind. But that would slowly, depending on how much wind and how much resistance, how aerodynamic they were, depending on how much they slow down. But now you have other forces, and that's what flat earthers understand, is you can have more than one force acting on you at one time. But yeah, the ring laser gyroscope doesn't actually, sorry, I'm just going to turn off trying to do dinner here as well. And the helicopter don't actually conflate, because the ring laser is just sitting there doing its thing, and there's no controls. But a helicopter has a pilot and control surfaces, and so you can overcome the Coriolis effect, which is essentially what we're talking about when it comes to the helicopter, to deal with the which is due to the rotation of the Earth. But if you watch something like storm systems, in the northern hemisphere they rotate counterclockwise, in the southern hemisphere they rotate clockwise. At the equator they kind of go straight. And that has to do with the rotation of the Earth. And that's Coriolis effect, because storm systems don't have control surfaces and don't have pilots. I wasn't able to bring that up. I was going to bring that up, as Max started kind of jumping in and showing stuff about helicopters and stuff like that. And I kind of jumped in a little bit here and there, but Max got really, really overzealous, and I've talked to him after this. He did apologize for jumping in, because he kind of just jumped in and took over and got really, really kind of a bit rude. But I think he realized that he just kind of jumped in and took over without having much consideration. So, but it's well, I understand. At least he has apologized, and so I'll let him off this time, because I don't want to cause any problems. But hopefully next time he'll have a bit more consideration for me if I'm in there chatting, and then and ask to at least jump in and see, or at least to maybe join in, like work as a team instead of just taking over. But yeah. All right, ramble on. We'll go on with this.
I got this. Have you ever
Control.
seen?
Right?
Hold on. Do you know how a helicopter works?
Right? What you just contradicted
Max?
yourself.
Max?
Debunked.
I know.
Oh, the cope is real with Matthew. I never contradicted myself once, not even a little bit. Just because you don't understand how a ring laser gyroscope works and how a helicopter works and the vast differences isn't my fucking fault. I never contradicted myself. You just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's continue on.
No,
Matthew.
Matthew. Do you know how a helicopter works?
No. Listen. You're saying
What?
a box
No.
on the Earth. No, look at a box. You're saying a box on the Earth can feel rotation.
Yep.
But a helicopter doesn't.
I got this. Helicopter works.
Right.
I got Max.
Have you ever
contradicted yourself?
No, I didn't.
Understand.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
You
don't know how many idea what you're talking about. It's so cute.
I got
You think you know something? You know how many idea you're talking about.
Everybody
that's
subscribe to
cute.
Matters Now.
You notice how Matthew Hakim ran away when I started trying to pin him down if he knows how a helicopter works. Because he actually has no fucking idea how a helicopter works. He's only making a claim that he's heard other flat earthers make, but he actually doesn't know what he's talking about or even why he's saying that. He just knows that it's a talking point he's heard other ones say, and so he's parroting. And that's why he's instantly ran away and started trying to poke at Max from Yabamate Talks, who used to be on the old channel Matters Now before it got changed. And, you know, obviously, watch my video. I explain it all on my video, which I talk about this.
Subscribe to
Guys,
Matters
let Max
Now.
talk.
Max wants to say something.
Matters Now is dead? No, do not subscribe to Matters Now. Don't
Matters
do that.
Now is gone.
Matters Now
right,
doesn't
that's
exist
right.
anymore.
That's right.
So,
Why
I
not?
have
What
a
happened?
question
What
for
happened
you.
to Matters Now? What happened to that show?
Go watch my video on this channel.
You're here
and
now,
you'll find
Max.
out.
You're here now. What happened to it?
It doesn't exist
Matthew,
anymore.
you know what happened, Matthew? You like that kind of stuff.
Matthew, you can come talk to
you
this.
Osian are like that, aren't
What
you?
happened on your
that you
show?
want.
What happened to that show?
Matthew, you and
can
Osian are
talk
like
to me
that,
about
aren't you?
that.
Matthew
You
and
can talk to me
Osian
about
are
that
like
anytime
that.
you want on
No,
my
we're
show.
here now, Max.
Matthew,
Talk about it now.
you and Osian are
Talk
like
about
that,
it
aren't
right
you?
now.
Matthew, you like that kind of stuff, don't you? You and
You're
Osian,
gross, dude. You're gross.
you like that, don't you? You're the one that brings it up. You're the one bringing it up.
You're impolite. Is everybody?
you're the one bringing it up,
everybody
aren't
in the
you?
United Kingdom rude like you?
Oh, Matthew Hakim, cry me a river, you big freaking puss. You're the one that keeps bringing up stuff about Matters Now, because you know he knows. Matthew Hakim knows exactly what happened. He knows why that channel got changed. He knows why Max isn't on there. This is explained loads of times. This happened freaking months and months ago. Matthew knows why. That's why he's bringing it up, because he's trying to poke at Max, but he knows why. And the fact he keeps bringing this up, which means that is on his head, and the things that Osian did, and if you don't know, then go down on my playlist and check where I did a video on this, in which I discussed it in kind of general. I didn't go into great detail, but you get the idea. If Matthew keeps bringing this up, this is on his mind, which then I'm thinking that why is that particular thing on his mind? Because that's what Matthew Hakim thinks about, and it's concerning. I'm kind of thinking maybe he's got some problems that needs investigating. I mean, he's the one that keeps bringing it up. Nobody else brought it up except for him.
Matthew, you're the one brought it
They
up.
all rude like you?
You brought it up. You
Are
brought
they
it
all
up.
rude like you?
I know where your mind's going. I know your mind goes, Matthew. You're like that, aren't you? You're the one who brought it up. Oh, Matthew,
No.
that's sick. Matthew, I can't believe you brought that up. That's
So,
terrible.
going back to the
I can't
topic,
believe you brought that up,
because
Matthew.
why,
Greg Glober.
You're,
No,
I came-
Glober.
Matthew.
I came to flirt,
Matthew.
so
cute.
could I
Let's
chime
hear
in here? So you asked
Come
me
to
the
UK,
question.
see what
you asked the
happens.
question- Can I please? You asked the question, Matthew. Why does a hovering helicopter, yada yada, right? So
No,
let me
I
ask
didn't-
you
No,
this.
no,
Let
no.
me
I
ask you
said,
this.
how does a helicopter hover?
Yeah,
in
we all
place?
know that. It's not important.
No.
Let's
Yes, it is. Shut up, Max. How
No.
is the box on the Earth connected to the Earth, feeling rotation, and the
Yeah, it's
helicopter
called
hovers
interference.
directly above it?
Yeah, I was going to
And the
answer.
helicopter
that
doesn't
very
rotate.
I was going to answer that very specific thing. So the way the laser gyroscope does that is with interferometry. So
You mean
by
the Staniak effect.
not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
The Sagnac effect is
I can explain
a type of interferometer.
Whatever. It's the exact. You're trying to say it's the same. It is.
No, it's all the same.
Okay, whatever.
Now, let me ask you this. What would happen if a helicopter took off from an aircraft carrier that was moving?
We would have to see it. That probably happens a lot.
You
We
would have
probably
to
see that on
see
the
it.
movie. There's a movie called
It's okay,
Flat in
okay.
the Curve, where they have
Matthew,
all military
Matthew,
pilots.
it's okay. The answer was
listen, Max,
perfect.
there's a movie called Flat in the Curve, right?
Matthew,
where they have
you're not going to
military.
gaslight
Listen,
me
shut
right
up.
here, right now.
Shut up. They have
You said
military
you would
pilots.
like to, you would have to see
Listen,
it.
no,
so
stop.
we're
They
going
have
to take.
military pilots.
We're
that are
going to take care of that right now,
how
Mikey.
those
Would
flights
you
work.
mind popping my video on screen, please?
See, I just answered your question. There's military people that show that.
So this is a helicopter taking off from an aircraft carrier that is moving.
Let's see it move. Prove that the aircraft carrier is moving.
It's a boat. It's always moving.
It is moving. You can see the I have another one. Give me just a
Yeah,
second.
but it's on water.
It's still moving
Yes,
on the
but-
water.
but what I'm talking,
What
I'm talking-
the water's moving.
Move
Yeah.
when it's on Earth.
what I'm talking about is that when something takes off from something else that is already moving, the object that takes off already has the initial velocity of the original
That's so
carrier.
lame. Okay, but Max, you're
That's
trying to
not lame.
justify
That's
a
exactly
1,000-mile-an-hour rotation. Max, you're trying to justify a 1,000-mile-an-hour rotation.
Yeah, it's one turn per day. That's very slow.
You are so stupid.
Matthew, do you know how many RPM that is?
No,
Matthew,
1,000 is 1,000.
do you know how many
I'm not
RPM that
Italian.
is?
Max,
Yeah.
Feel
sorry, Max.
1,000.
Hey, sorry.
Max,
I'm not Italian. So
how many RPM is that?
You are so stupid.
How many RPM is that?
1,000 miles an hour.
I'm not
RP
Italian, dummy. So I
Matthew,
put another video on
Yeah, you sound
Mikey.
stupid with your
It's
response,
the
dude.
same, basically
Matthew.
the same, the same type of video, another shot. You can put it on mute if you want, so we don't have to hear the helicopter.
Yeah, just hold on. You gotta,
Matthew,
So
how
this
many
is
RPM is
conservation
it?
of momentum. So whenever anything leaves the Earth, it is still moving with the rotational velocity of the Earth. So
Which is how much allegedly?
it's 1,000 miles at the equator.
Okay, so
Always
okay,
nearly
Max,
no
why are we not
observation.
seeing that? Why are we not seeing 1,000 miles an hour rotation?
Why would you expect to see it if you're moving
Because
with it?
1,000 miles an hour is very fast.
It's
Matthew?
actually very slow because it's one turn per day.
Yeah,
Matthew.
how big?
Max,
Okay,
Max,
okay, Max,
I got a
Max,
question
how big
for
is
you.
how big?
Flat Earthers always bring up this 1,000 miles per hour, which is only at the equator. What they don't understand, and I do try to bring this up, most times they bring this up, is that rotation isn't measured in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Rotation is measured in RPMs or radians per minute. And for the Earth, that would be 0.0006469 RPM. So is that actually fast? I mean, not really. Like, it's one revolution in 24 hours. So, Flat Earthers, you want to show me one revolution in 24 hours? Then by all means, show that. I want you to sit in your office chair. I want you to turn around completely with one revolution, but make sure it takes 24 hours to do it, and then tell me how fast that really was. Or if you want to, have something to watch, then watch the hour hand on your clock. So I'll show you the hour hand on your clock because that may help you, visual. So you see this one here for all you young like Gen Nexters, whatever like that, and only know digital clocks. But you up and coming Flat Earthers, it's this guy here, the small one. Now we have to watch it. See how it's all right here is pointing to 7. So it has to go all the way around once, point at the 7, then go all the way around again. This is only the small one, and point at the 7. Then the whole Earth has gone around one complete time. So on the hour hand, that small hand on your clock, you have to watch that and then think the Earth is moving twice as fast as that hand. So that hand has to go around twice, the little one that doesn't look like it's moving, and that's the speed of the Earth. Okay? So have fun. Sit there and watch very carefully.
Is the theoretical ball Earth? If it makes one
Max,
turn every
Max,
day,
I have a question.
how big is
Max, Max, I have a question.
Yes.
How come we don't see that on Earth? The Earth moving away from the helicopter.
Because when the helicopter takes, it's the same thing as the aircraft carrier. When
No
the aircraft
difference.
carrier is moving, hold on, let me.
Exactly, but the Earth is not. The Earth is stationary.
So,
Thank you very
The
much.
Earth is moving.
No, that's what's in contention right
Max,
now.
you're so lame, dude. This is
You
what
can
you want to
measure-
debate me?
Ever.
Dude,
You
wanted
can
to
measure the
debate me? You
rotation.
guys suck.
You can measure the rotation. I mean, yeah, I suck, Matthew. That's why you've been running away from
guys
debating me for over a year.
No,
You've been
Max,
literally
no,
running
Max,
away
no,
from me.
honestly, Max, I don't think Dr. James wants you to go against me because he's a glober and he wants competent people representing the globe.
Yeah, Matthew, keep telling yourself whatever fantasy story.
I'm
you
still waiting on your evidence,
I've been-
Matthew.
Matthew,
Yeah,
I've been on
dude.
MDE.
And yet, this entire debate, Matthew has not shown any evidence to prove any of his claims once. And in fact, he's contradicted himself so many times. I've lost count. He legit is like said one sentence and contradicted himself in the same freaking sentence. So, Matthew Hakim, you really, really do suck at this because one, you can't substantiate or prove anything you claim, and two, you contradict yourself so many times. It's hard to even keep up because you say one thing and then say the opposite thing almost right away. You can't even remember what you fucking said 15 seconds before you say something else. It's kind of concerning. I go get yourself checked out, buddy. I mean, go to the doctor and get one of those memory tests because you might have early onset dementia because it seems like you can't keep track of even what's going on in the matter of minutes. It's really concerning.
Pretty much as much as you. So
I'm still waiting on your
what,
evidence.
guys?
Listen,
We
Max,
know
you
that you
dude.
all know that the Earth is flat. You're just a bunch of deceiver. Some of you make
shut
money
the
with
fuck up.
this.
You're not even a
Yeah,
DJ.
see how you're
Shut
mad
the
now.
fuck
You're
up.
mad, huh? Because it's true.
Shut the
You
fuck
all
up.
know the
Do
Earth
you
is
even
flat.
DJ, bro?
When people do
here we
so
go.
much research, okay, they found out the Earth is flat. Okay, you're a bunch of
So much
deceivers.
read.
You go in the lake of flame. You know.
Learn.
So the thing's kind of got off the rails, off track here a bit, where Max started having to go with DJ New Moon, saying he's not a real DJ because what Max does for a job, and then going back and forth. And then Mikey pulls up his rubber chicken, and I decided to piss around with Mikey a bit because it seemed like funny. So I grabbed my dog's one of his chew toys, looks like a spaceman, and started squeaking it back. So me a little bit immature, but I was just goofing off just because. I wasn't getting into this as just Max and freaking DJ New Moon sniping each other over something that was kind of pointless, but it was funny.
Learn to play by.
You better repent at the end.
And look at how it becomes.
Smoke
See how
weed
it
is gonna
becomes?
help
Look
for
at,
your
you see how
health.
this is the reason I don't want to
Yeah,
go
but-
on
but
this
it-
fastest shows to debate. You see this?
More than weed, I could literally smoke heroin, be foaming at the mouth, and I could debate
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah.
you three with one hand tied
That's
behind my
what you
back.
have to do in order to join reality, probably. Smoke heroin.
And you
right?
have to drink.
Oh, Matthew,
drunk,
Mikey, I'm more connected to reality
drunk
than
and smoking
either.
do
of you.
heroin.
No,
I
you're
don't drink.
spinning. You're
I don't
spinning
drink.
all the
Guys,
time,
but
bro.
the issue of the debates, we'll go through modern day debate. I
I have
have
a
a
question.
big debate coming up next week against Destiny.
All right.
It's a group
Matthew?
debate, so I hope you guys watch that. But
So it's like a week later. Is it a week later? Probably even longer than that. And I just checked today, and there's no group debate with Matthew Hakim and Destiny on Modern Day Debates. I mean, it's not there. I've kept an eye on it because I thought this is going to be hilarious because Destiny is just to wreck Matthew Hakim, but it's not there. Never happened. Maybe Matthew ran away. Right, so I had a look on Modern Day Debates as of today when I've actually done this video, which is the I think it's the 8th of August, 7th or 8th of August here, and nothing. I got nothing from Matthew Hakim. There's nothing booked for him against Destiny. I looked at Matthew Hakim's YouTube channel, and there's nothing on there. He hasn't posted anything in months. So yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything about Matthew Hakim debating Destiny. I think there might be an event coming up with Destiny's against like outnumbered. It's just a whole bunch of people, so it's like 5-on-1. But there's nothing on there listing Matthew Hakim as being part of that. And I haven't seen that show up on here yet. So, yeah, there seems to be nothing at all. So I think Matthew Hakim was talking shit about he's going to debate Destiny, which, as I said in this live here when I'm talking to Matthew, if he did debate Destiny, I've seen Destiny debate. He's much smarter, and he'll just absolutely eviscerate Matthew Hakim.
But I'm sorry,
Oh
Matt,
my God!
they
You're
know-
going to go to the
listen,
Destiny thing. You're going
Destiny?
to get crushed.
Listen,
Destiny's
Max,
gonna
Max,
wreck you,
listen, no,
Matthew.
Max, the thing is,
Destiny's
those
gonna
people,
absolutely eviscerate
they know
you.
that you want to debate me, okay? They know
Destiny
you want
is going to
debate me.
eviscerate
But
you,
the
Matthew.
thing is, that guy, Dr. James Coons, he's not putting you against me.
No,
He knows.
it's
We
you
all
that.
told him. Dude, I messaged James. He
Matthew?
knows.
You. But
Matthew,
about a year.
Destiny
what-
is going to absolutely wreck
What's the
you.
problem, Max?
Matthew,
you're
Matthew,
not
stop
being put against
lying
me.
because the last time we spoke with Ryan was ready to schedule the debate, and you started bitching like, "Oh, it has to be in the morning." Like no one does
'cause
debates
right
in
now,
the morning.
listen. Right now, I'm at the library in a room at the library, so I
Well,
can't
that-
be
that-
here all
that-
day. Like I have
that-
to leave in probably like 10 minutes, dude.
But
The
that's
best
not.
time for me. Listen, Max. The best
You
time
don't
for
have
men-
internet. How is you not having internet my problem? I live in the freaking third world.
Dude,
I live in bumfuck nowhere, Uruguay, and I have fiber optic internet too.
I mean, Matthew's so pathetic. He doesn't even have the like basic internet at his house. I mean, he has to go to the library and use their internet. Oh wow! I mean, as the kids say, "Who what a brokey?" Ooh, fucking oof. I mean, holy shit! Fucking hell. Look, I live in fucking England, and you know we're not a lot of money, but crap, even I have like a fiber optic internet. I mean. Like maybe during this debate here, it wasn't working so good, but well, I have my own debate. I still have my own internet. Oh, that is oof. That's bad, Matthew. Holy shit. Oh, you're so pathetic.
Are you
if
kidding
I
me?
don't always have internet, that's why I say the best time's the morning.
Ask a question, Matthew.
That's
Do you know
right.
what a collector is?
So that's never going to happen, dude. No, it's
Matthew.
never going to happen.
Do you know what a collector
is?
is?
You want to debate me for your content.
Matthew,
just
do you know
need
what a
content.
collector is?
Oh,
Do you know what a
I
collector?
I don't need content. I shit content, Matthew.
You notice Matthew Hakim's ignoring me asking him what a collector is? Because he doesn't know what it is. A collector is the main stick you'll see like something in a helicopter, like doing that. Pretty sure that's the collector. It's definitely, yeah, I'm sure that's it. Yeah. No, that's the cyclic. Cyclic. The collector is the one on the side where you pull up and down, and I think that changes the pitch of your of the rotors. So yeah, the cyclic is the one that they steer around, and then the collector is up and down, and then you have your pedals. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, even if I even said either one of those, Matthew fucking doesn't have a clue. So I mean, he could have even said something like it's one of the controls in a helicopter, but he doesn't even know that much. So he claims he knows how helicopters work and how it disproves the rotation of the Earth, but he doesn't even know the names of the very basics of how of the controls in a helicopter, let alone how a helicopter actually works. Pathetic, yeah. Owned again. I mean, definitely not doing so good in this debate. I mean, I was absolutely wrecking him, and I wasn't even prepared. Imagine if I went to like a Monday debates and I actually was prepared and had like something like had evidence and was ready to go, and I actually had like put together a presentation. You wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, I've wrecked him here, and I wasn't. I'm like probably so far off even being on my game. And crap. Even this one from my worst days, and I said just before this I had lost in the family. I talked about on my live stream. So not in the best mental space, not in the best freaking tired, drained, and I was still absolutely freaking owning him, and not even on my worst day can Matthew Hakim even come close to freaking debating with me, or even like having look at this. I'm just absolutely eviscerating him, and I'm not even trying.
That's exactly. Your content is
Yeah,
shit, Max.
Shit.
No, it means that I pump up
Just like your
content
face.
as much as I feel like it.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that, dude.
bro.
Matthew, how many followers do you have? How many subs do you have
Doesn't
on
matter.
YouTube?
Doesn't matter.
Ah,
I do it
Doesn't
for
matter.
me.
You can
I
pay
do it for me.
them directly with YouTube.
Doesn't matter. I had 150 and I hadn't published one video, Matthew.
I don't care about the numbers. I do YouTube.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I wanted to like just have videos that I like that I record and stuff I did, and like music videos and stuff like that, and then now I'm into the flat
Same
Earth.
thing for me.
Yeah, it's a good question. Let's check out Matthew Hakim's YouTube page and see how many subscribers he has and what this content he thinks is quality. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wow, 178 subscribers. Not very good. I already have more, and I've only been doing this for a few months. Okay. Well, nothing great here. There's some modern debate stuff that you got wrecked on. Activism, when he's standing on a street corner with a piece of cardboard painted and everybody's ignoring him. Him singing a stupid song and just kind of going on. And yeah, look at this stuff months ago, a year ago, so he really doesn't post very much. And yeah, okay. So this is what he thinks is like quality content. Let's check out his live. So 10-minute live done like months ago, something else done months ago. Okay. Let's check out his playlists. What's this top one here? 2025, 2024. Check out 2025. That's weird. Okay. Looks like stuff from other people. It's not his stuff. Weird. All right. Yeah, 171 followers, 178 videos. Pathetic.
I only listen to my music and I watch my video.
You don't make you shame.
I make my video for me about God and flat Earth. You are nothing. You don't even have a fucking video. Shut up.
I have tons of. I have dozens of videos, and I also lost a year and a half worth of videos. And also, you don't make music; you make AI slob. I can actually make music, dude. So shut the fuck up. Yeah,
I've been a DJ for 50 years.
I'd rather see DJ Nuh Uh. I'd rather watch DJ Nuh Uh.
You don't know life of the people. You don't know.
You're a filthy liar. Show me a DJ set. Send me a link with a recording of a DJ.
Go on Mixcloud. Go on Mixcloud.
Send me the link.
And type DJ Nuh Uh. Okay.
Hey, it doesn't matter who can edit a video. That doesn't mean the Earth is a globe.
You'll see it's been 50
Yeah. Get lost in the weeds here a bit.
years old.
Oh no, the Earth is a globe because
No one's proving anything. You're just arguing.
Yeah, they don't have any evidence of a globe. There's
Are
none.
you sure? Are you sure that's
Matthew,
what you want?
I'm still waiting for
over
evidence of
10
flat
years
Earth.
and you haven't found.
And yet, for how long this whole debate, I've asked Matthew to provide one scrap of evidence of his flat Earth, one thing, one measurement, one anything at all, proof, citation, something, empirical evidence. And so far, all he's done is just give me contradicted nonsense and gobbledygook that fucking makes no sense. And he says one thing and then contradicts himself right away. So I mean, Matthew's got nothing either. None of these guys have any proof to flat Earth. DJ Nuh Uh has nothing. He makes stupid AI songs. Mikey has shitty ass freaking astrophotography stuff that he's attempting to do with a cell phone and a pair of binoculars that proves nothing. And Matthew Hakim has fucking nothing at all. I've even looked at his channel and I've tried to do like a video on him, but he's got such crap that it's not even worth even looking at because it's just so low level BS. Like I think the best he has is he looked at it from top of a hill, looked around and went, yeah, looks flat. That's nothing. That's bullshit. It's that's the best he's got.
Found anything.
Oh, wait. Your wait is over. Your wait is over. Then give me just
Another
a moment.
helicopter video on the ocean, not on. Like
Also-
who does that?
also
Oh,
when-
la, la, la.
AI collect all the information on internet. It gives 99%. Every AI, Grok, ChatGPT, everyone. 99% is flat of the globe.
Shut the
Nothing.
fuck up. You
There's
feel
only
like
Hold on, did DJ Nuh Uh claim that if you ask any AI, 99% of them will say that the Earth is flat and not a globe? All right, let's test that theory. Is the Earth flat or is the Earth a globe?
The Earth is a globe. There's overwhelming scientific evidence for this, including satellite imagery, observations from space, and even simple experiments you can do yourself.
Is the Earth flat or is the Earth a globe?
The Earth is a globe. This has been confirmed by extensive scientific evidence and observations from space. If you have any questions about how we know that, I'd be happy to explain.
I have a flat earther who claims that all AIs will confirm that the Earth is flat and not a globe.
I totally understand that there are different perspectives out there, but the scientific consensus, based on a huge amount of evidence from various fields like astronomy, physics, and geology, is that the Earth is indeed a globe. If you ever want to dive into the evidence or have a friendly chat about it, I'm here to help.
Yeah, maybe later. Thanks.
No problem at all. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. I'm always here to help with any questions you have. Have a great day.
Observable proof. On
Dude.
the
Dude, we could literally go ask ChatGPT right now, and it would say that the Earth is a globe. You're just a liar.
Well, I mean, I asked Gemini and I asked ChatGPT, and both agreed that the Earth is 100% definitely a globe, backed up by mountains upon mountains of scientific evidence, observations, and experiments. So, DJ No Moon, I proved you wrong. So sorry, buddy. Better luck next time.
Well, no theory. I want only maths. I don't want to repeat. You cannot base fact on theory, and the AI knows it.
Base facts on what? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
No, I don't repeat. My mic is really good, and you open your ears. That's it.
Okay.
You understand what I said?
You got it, buddy.
I don't go with the tactic of repeating. I said what I said.
The evidence of the globe is being shared right now, so if Mikey wants to put it on screen.
No,
there you go.
Your God is Google and ChatGPT and all this stuff.
Look it. Can I talk about
you don't
this
even,
video?
When you see a chemtrail is making the line and you see, you said it's a cloud. So
watch. Hold on.
All right, let's get ready for Matthew Hakim to lie through his teeth. He's going to lie about every single aspect of this, and he's just going to derp away. But everything he says is a fallacious facsimile that he's just going to make up, and there's no evidence to prove it. And the observations you can see in the video that Max is going to show falsifies everything Matthew Hakim has to say, but he'll just and derp away about it anyways.
Also a glober. It's all the same. You're a deceiver. You deny everything, but you know
Hold up, everybody.
Wow,
hold up a second, Max.
Does your
I've
tailor
seen this video. Have you
extra
seen
room in your
listen,
pants
Max,
for your huge
Max,
vagina?
Stop. Have you seen the beginning of this video?
I
when
have
the balloon
seen the
starts to
beginning of the
Have you
video.
seen how much curvature is on the Earth at 10 feet elevation? Can
Yeah,
you go to the beginning of this?
You're very,
Max, it's so
you're very
such a
close,
lie,
buddy.
dude.
It's obvious.
Dude, go
It's
back to the
obvious
beginning. Watch. Go back to
It's obvious
the beginning.
because
Go back
it's
to the
not
very beginning.
dumbass.
beginning.
It's not high enough.
Go to the
Yes,
very
it's
beginning. No.
824 meters.
Stop. Go back to the very beginning.
Yes, Matthew, of course, when it's low, you're not going to see the curve. That is
No.
obvious.
There's a video of Mr. Sensible where it shows the fisheye lens, and they're like
This is
10
not
feet
a
off the
fisheye
ground.
lens.
It's not a fisheye
You're
lens.
cooking yourself. This is not a fisheye
Not a
lens because you
fisheye
have
lens.
2 pieces of string literally across
Yeah,
the
but
camera.
I mean, we have to verify those strings are straight. They're
No,
probably like
They are.
They are. Put a ruler in your
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, they're obviously bent.
They're not.
So Matthew's trying to claim that those pieces of string, which you can see if you watch the video, you can see are actually pulled taut and proven to be straight. Now he's saying obviously bent. Now, if you want to have a string that's going to be bent, there's something. Here's the thing. If it is going to be bent, both pieces of string will look like that, right? So the top one would be bending down, and the bottom one would be bending down. Now, if you had a fisheye lens, it would actually just completely distort. One string would look really, really bent, and the other one might look slightly less bent. But that wouldn't be the case. Like you couldn't have both pieces of string to be bent a certain way to make them look straight in a fisheye lens. You'd have to have maybe, because it'd have to be a very arch. So the way to do that is if you either had a wire or if you had to maybe have it propped up certain ways, maybe run through a tube. I don't know. I mean, he's just reaching for anything. He's making a claim. He has absolutely no evidence of that, and it's fallacious. But if you watch the full video, which obviously Matthew hasn't, he's watched the clips or just listened to people who've made claims, you can see where Mr. Sensible shows you the pieces of string, and he shows you how they are ran with an external camera, and show that they are perfectly straight on each side of that of the rectilinear lens. And he even shows which lens he uses, which is the lens that doesn't have any barrel distortion, and it's not a fisheye lens whatsoever. Now, the only fisheye lens that Matthew's talking about is one that obviously points straight up, and it's one that's looking at the balloon because a high altitude balloon is pulling it up. So they used a wide angle lens because they're not looking at the Earth, they're looking straight up at the balloon. So they want us to have a wide angle to watch the balloon. But the one with the piece of string is a non-barrel distortion rectilinear lens that was specifically chosen for this because it doesn't have any distortion whatsoever. So Matthew's lying.
Nice cope there, Matthew. Nice cope.
There's
coping hard.
strings, dude.
Okay,
There's
so then
dots.
you're showing us flat Earth there.
Nope.
You're just showing us flat Earth there.
Curvature.
Oh, that's pretty flat to me.
No,
How
that
high
is-
is that?
No, definitely curvature.
That is a gorgeous, a sexy curve.
Yeah, the bottom black line looks curved also. Do you show pictures of
Here
when it
is
looks
the
like the
curve.
Earth is like this? Do you show it
It
when the
doesn't.
Earth
It
goes like
doesn't.
this? It goes like
never-
this and like this? Look
On
at-
this video, it
Have you
doesn't
seen
do
that?
that because this is not a fisheye lens.
Well, you say that, but this guy's already been debunked.
No, he
No,
hasn't.
he hasn't.
You're not even showing
I mean-
what I'm
I mean,
talking about.
he
When they
makes-
first
I
released
did.
it, listen,
I
no,
scrolled-
stop, Max. No.
I scrolled
When
to
they-
the beginning,
when they
Matthew. You're
first
just
released it-
flailing.
No, I've seen it, and it's on the video. It's one of that Mage or whatever. It shows when they first released the balloon and it's leaving the ground. It shows that the Earth has a bunch of curvature at 10 feet. That's
It doesn't.
too much.
No, that is impossible.
Well, that's like I said. Go
Cool.
back. It's,
No,
Prove it.
that
look,
is-
okay, right there.
Prove
Play it. Watch. Keep going. Play it. Just let it play. Watch. Pause it when I tell you. Now they're going to go to the camera from that thing. Boom. Pause it.
No,
Pause
but
it, pause it.
this is a fisheye. You can
Hey,
clearly see
Max,
that this
Max,
is a
right
fisheye.
there, dude.
Dumbass.
You are cooked. What the
Dumbass,
what
this
that?
is
What
the top
that?
camera. When you go here, this camera is here.
No,
This is
so they're
see,
so
on
you
the
don't even know
top.
what. Oh,
shut
there's a
up.
bunch of
On the-
cameras.
Matthew,
Shut
it
up.
bent
Bunch of
up.
cameras.
Matthew,
the-
it
yes.
bent upward.
On
That bent
this,
upward there.
Can
Go
I-
back 4 seconds.
can you
Go
shut
back
up
4
for a
seconds.
second? Can you
Hey,
shut up for a
shut up,
second?
Tweety Bird. Hey, Tweety Bird, shut up with your squeaky voice. It bowed up. Go back
Mikey,
like
you
4
have
didn't.
almost the same voice as me. What the fuck are you talking?
It does this.
Yes.
It,
This
go
is
back
what
4
happens.
seconds. It bowed
Yes.
up. You see,
You got busted, Max. You are busted.
yeah, he's unmuting me. I'm trying to mute him, and he's got the power to unmute him.
Yeah. They're rude.
Yeah, and he showed it bent, bowed upwards.
That's their proof. It's
bullshit. I gotta
right?
mute it.
And did you
Garbage.
see how I told him to pause the video like after they release it, right?
Yeah,
And it's obviously
It went like
fisheye
this,
lens.
right on the,
Obviously.
when you can barely see the horizon there, it went like this. They're
Yeah.
not. They don't see or think or ask questions.
And
They're
that's
just-
their proof. But that's their proof. They need that because it's a religion they have.
A win.
It's a religion. They need courage.
As they say, never underestimate the power of a flerfs Nuh Uh. That was completely destroyed them. They just made a bunch of fallacious claims. No evidence. They can't prove it. They just making bullshit up. Even Max pointed to the where it shows on the ground where they're carrying it. he shows, here's the fisheye. Here it is here up in the top corner, pointing up at the balloon. What did they do? They kicked him. They kicked Max because he was completely crushing them, and they didn't like that. I imagine the fact is because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't showing. I didn't know how to use Streamlabs or how to share stuff. Max uses Streamlabs all the time, so he knows that program like the back of his hand. But I'm gonna play around with it a bit, see if I can get it to work. So next time I go in there, I can I'd be able to know how to share stuff and make sure my mic's connected. But here nor there, I digress. But yeah, so they didn't like that, so they decided to kick him. Kind of funny. But yeah, Matthew Hakim was just taking L after L after L here. I was crushing him, Max came and crushed him, and then I get back to asking a bunch of questions that Matthew Hakim can't actually answer a single thing because he's got no evidence that the Earth is flat, and every claim he makes, he can't prove. Let's get back to it.
You win your way out.
I need it. Oh my gosh, guys! I only have a couple more minutes. This place is going to close pretty soon.
Yeah, that's good. I want to end it too, so that's good.
But hey, we covered a lot of ground. Mikey Smith, talking with these people.
I'm still waiting for your evidence.
That's their
empirical evidence.
Nothing.
Where's your evidence?
Nothing.
Where's your evidence?
How about the
Matthew?
evidence that you guys are faking stuff?
Hey,
How about that?
I'm waiting for evidence.
Go out and show us with your own cell phone the damn curvature.
Right.
Go out and do it. Go measure
Mikey,
some damn curvature.
I can show you right now. Just give us a second.
Everybody, one of you guys,
They're busted.
Mikey, I have. Look at my channel.
Mountain, okay,
look at my channel.
And when I go on top of my house, and I live on the mountain, okay, with my camera, I see very, very, very far away, and it's an old camera, okay?
Hold on.
There's a mountain very far away, okay? And we know when it's far away, it's down, but this mountain is so high, and it's so high, I can see it, but it's supposed to be like a little bit.
How much can you see of it? How much?
When we...
So you get all that massive story that DJ Nuh Uh told. I see this mountain is very far away. How far? I don't know. How high? It's very high. How high? I don't know. How high are you? Oh, I don't know. I'm on top of my house. How much can you see of it? Oh, I do not know. So freaking, you proved nothing. You see a mountain you think is far away. You think it's very high, and you have no idea how much you can and cannot see of it. If you can see the show of it, and nor did he even show anything. So nice story there, DJ Nuh Uh. Prove nothing.
You guys always say, I see the curve. Okay, we go with a drone up. Oh, now the curve is far away. Yeah, that's the curve now. So now we go up. Oh, now it's another curve. We go up again. That's another curve, another curve. No, you see, we go up,
right.
up.
How do you share with...
All right, I was asking how to share, see if they can help me. Of course, it's not going to help me. I need to kind of play with the program myself. Now, DJ Nuh Uh talked about the whole, like, you put a drone and you can see to a horizon, you go up and you can see further, and you go up and you can see further. Yeah, that's evidence of the globe. So, thanks, DJ Nuh Uh. You proved the globe. Thanks for playing.
It's always there flat all the time. There's no curve because the curve that you see is not a curve, it's your eyes.
Okay, now can I say something? Look at the proof that the Earth is flat is that they need to make fake videos.
Yes.
Flat Earth, us, we don't need.
Now, they claim they're fake videos because they don't like them, and it falsifies their narrative. I'm still waiting for any evidence of a flat earther, any empirical evidence to show me that the Earth is flat with, like, demonstrable measurements that could be going out and repeated. Every single time a flat earther claims a observation at a distance, or they said they've observed something and they claim it proves a flat Earth. When you look into it, either they're lying about where they were, lying about their altitude, or there's just lying that it shouldn't be seen on a globe. As soon as you look into it, you realize that either they're misrepresenting how far the distance is or the altitude, or they just simply lied and said it proves the Earth is flat, but when you look into it, it actually works out perfectly on the spherical Earth that has 3959 miles in diameter and 24,901 distance in circumference. So yeah, but you can make claims all you like, but still waiting. But like I said, I don't do anything that's fake. And the only other people I've ever seen that's faked videos, legit, honestly, you can look at my channel where I've called them out and debunked loads of flat earthers for their videos, is flat earthers. Even to the point, there was one that claimed that there was this big triangle thing that was holding up on the firmament. And then when I looked into it, it was a fake CGI video from a channel that was like messing around claiming that it was a launch thing for UFOs to send them up into space. And some flat earther faked it, cut out a bunch of stuff, and claimed that it was the structure holding up the dome. And then there's obviously the other famous one is Flatzoid, where he cut out the 13 frames out of Red's Rhetoric video, where he showed the capsule coming down and going behind the curvature of the Earth. The splash coming up, and he cut it out to make it like the splash happened immediately. So even flat earthers, they'll even take videos and manipulate them to try to push their false narrative. Happens all the time. Gotta lie to flerf.
We need to make fake videos.
Good point.
We get with our respective, I use P1000, Mikey Smith uses binoculars and stuff. Other people use different stuff. We're recording real things that are super far away, and the Earth is super flat.
Yeah.
And yet, I'm still waiting on those measurements to show that how far is too far away, and measurements to show the flatness of the Earth. Still waiting. Still waiting, Matthew. It's been a week. I still haven't seen your evidence yet.
And that's the proof. The Glober, you guys curious debunks, you guys need fake videos.
I have my real videos, but
CGI. You know, that's the proof. That's
I have real videos I took myself. I've took real videos myself.
What?
I've took real videos myself over the Irish Sea showing curvature. I've took real videos myself over Carmarthen Bay showing curvature.
I understand you, man.
I've shown real videos.
Clearly.
I am. Sorry, is there a problem with my internet maybe?
Maybe it's slightly the accent. I don't know.
Maybe. I have shown real curvature over the Irish Sea.
Okay.
Hey folks, welcome back. So I was out in New Brighton yesterday, I think July 28th, 2024, and I was out in New Brighton at New Brighton Beach. Would have been about midday, nice sunny day. So I was able to actually take some observations of a few boats heading out into the Irish Sea, as well as a wind farm, and I was able to, through observations, be able to observe the curvature of the Earth. So let's have a little look, and you'll see. I'll give a time, a date, a place, and I'll give some measurements on distances. So this is the name of the wind farms that I was observing from New Brighton. This is the other one. Here's the extension. This one is further away. I'll show you the distances in a bit. Here's observations. As I'm actually standing just in the water. Water is just half at my shins, so they're at sea level. So we'll say about, I'm 5'10", so we'll say it's about 5'6" off the sea. As you can see, here's the wind farm here. The first one, it's about 6 miles away from my location. And you see the ones a little further away, as the wind farm is. You see ones closer, and as you can see less of going up that platform in the water. Is because over the curvature of the Earth. So you go along here, you can see some that are closer to me, and some that are further. The further ones, these are all actually on the horizon. As you can see the horizon there, they're sitting on the edge. And as you can see here, the one on the left is closer. It's on the horizon, probably just slightly over, past the curvature. And you can see the ones on the right, and you can't, and the water is a little closer to that platform, and that's because it's going past the curvature. This is proving curvature. As well as you can see the windmills are actually going down, and it's because they're going over the curvature of the Earth. As you can see some of these here, it's actually closer to some of the other ones, is because it is actually going past the horizon. So as we move along here to some of the different windmills you see from this wind farm, and then you'll start to see there's some that are much further away. There's actually an extension as I showed you there, and that's about 8 miles, just over 8 miles past. So as you can see the one on the right there, that's much closer. And if you go to the ones on the left, you can see now that those blades are actually coming in contact with the horizon. Obviously they're not, because they're going down, the Earth's curving away, and you're seeing that those are now appearing to be lower down on the horizon because the Earth is the curvatures. You can quite clearly see it. Here you can see the line here, the ones on the right are closer, and then as it goes to the left, they're going further away, and you can see as it's going, they're dropping down due to the curvature of the Earth. The Earth curves. It's actually curving away from me. So you can quite see this. They're definitely not sitting, if the Earth is flat, then those windmills would actually be, the blades would be hitting the water. but that's not obviously not happening. Here's a distance. So the first part is 6.4 miles. The first part of the wind farm, and the further away, other windmills are 8.3 miles away. And here's a boat. Here I was standing actually up, higher up at the street level, and then I stepped down to the beach. And I went down 18 feet. Actually, so this is when I first took the first picture. I was 18 feet up. Here's the location, and then I just went down to the beach. So on the beach, obviously my elevation is at 0. So here again, you can see me standing up on the street level, 18 feet up, and I step down, and that's because the curvature of the earth, you can't see as much of the hull of the ship, and that's because the curvature of the earth is causing the areas that's actually just past the horizon there. Before anything that says, well, waves obscuring my view, these waves are only relatively calm, they're only a few inches tall, they're not obstructing my view or of the ship. Okay, so here's an observation here. This is of a ferry that goes from England. They normally go up the coast and then they go across to Ireland. They take cars and people across. Sometimes a bit cheaper than taking the flights, depends on when you go and where you go from. So this one here is heading out from New Brighton, just off the mouth of the Mersey, and they're heading up. Believe this would be heading north. So zooming out the shot, I am actually standing on the beach. I am not up higher or anything like that. A bit further up on the beach, the tide had gone out, but this was still on the beach, right where when tide comes in, I'd be standing in the water. So as you know, the ocean's never actually flat, it's moving all the time. So sea level is just an average. And conforms to the curvature of the earth, but here nor there. So we're watching this here. It is actually heading out. I'm doing I'm just kind of watching, doing a screen record. So it's a bit further along. It's actually moved out further. It's actually now turned to the left, so it's heading west. Sorry about the zoom. My camera kept losing the zoom for some reason. Wasn't want to hold it. And you can see it is just going on the other side of the sandbar there, but you can still see most of the stern line. And it is now heading probably out towards Ireland. So this one here must have been leaving the Merseyside area, New Brighton, whatever, and heading over to the Northern Ireland. So now we are looking again here. It's a few minutes later. The boat there's. Just trying to find out. If you look, I have it 100 times zoom. And now as you can actually see less of that stern line there. There actually is like a blue part that's the bottom of the hull there that we can't see anymore. You could see on the angle before, but I'll kind of show you snapshots. So I'm backing off to show you I'm still standing on the beach. And where you can see where the tide when it comes in would be right on my feet. So here we are. I'm going to show you this at the beginning of the video. You can see the bottom there. You can see the stern line is actually above the surface there. Also note to see where the horizon is. You can see where the horizon line is. And then this is at the end, and you can see now it's actually gone past the horizon. You're starting to see where the stern line is distorted by atmospheric refraction because it's past the horizon. This shows the bottom part of the hull that we can't see anymore because of the curvature of the earth and how the stern line is actually above the surface of the water, but it's being distorted by the horizon and atmospheric refraction. So as you can see from those observations there, it's very clear with the wind farm and some of those boats and stuff there that you can clearly see the curvature of the earth. With those wind farms there, there's that platform which they usually go on to do different maintenance and stuff like that. And the closer ones you can see that, and then as it further away, that got lower and lower as that started to drop off past the curvature, past the horizon over the curvature of the earth. Even to the point there where those large wind turbines were actually dropping down, that if the earth was flat, those wind turbines would actually be, the blades would be hitting the water, which we know it doesn't happen. As you can see, the closer ones, they're quite high up. So that shows there with definitive proof that the earth is curving. Now that was from me standing in the water with my legs halfway up to my knees. I was just I had shorts on, and so that would have been an observer height of, let's just say, about 5.5 feet or so. I'm 5'10", so maybe just knock off a few inches of my legs, and that was pretty much at mean sea level. The tide was just starting to come in when I was doing some of the wind farm ones there, and when I did some of the other boat ones, the tide was a bit further out. As we know, the tide's coming in and out, but regardless, that's still considered 0 feet for altitude. So
okay, stop for 1 second. That's one person.
Oh, so Mikey has just conceded. You heard him. His words, not mine. That I have observed and proven and shown the curvature of the earth. So now, Mikey, if you ask anybody, show me the curvature of the earth, I've never seen it, you are now lying, because you have fully admitted that you've seen my videos and I have shown and proven the curvature of the earth. You're welcome. Welcome to the globe, Mikey. Welcome back to reality.
Where are the millions of videos of curvature? Millions. We should have them. Millions.
Yeah. Mikey?
Millions.
There's millions. There is millions.
No, stop it.
There is.
Stop it. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to yourself.
I'm not lying.
Stop lying. Yes, you are. It's your attitude.
Buddy.
I've recorded for him.
Okay.
So
now, don't get me wrong, and maybe I'm mistaken, but It seems like Mikey has suddenly come to realize that he just admitted that I showed the curvature of the Earth. And he's admitted that I've observed and videotaped the curvature of the Earth, just like he thinks that he's the only one who's videotaped the planets and the stars, how they actually look through his 20 times magnification binoculars. You know, never mind my 307 times magnification telescope and the fact that I have nearly double the aperture that he does, so it can gather more light. But we'll just ignore all that. And the fact is, like, obviously, there's people like Astronomy Live and Reg Rhetoric that have even better telescopes with even better apertures and better detail. We'll just ignore all that. But yeah, I think he's just realized he admitted to it, and now he's trying to talk his way out of it somehow and doing a really shit job. Okay.
Hold on, Mikey. If I've seen this, and you're saying I've seen curvature? Thanks, Mikey. I've seen curvature, so curvature exists. Thank you.
Yeah, good. You're the first person in the world who has. Good luck.
Well,
thanks.
It also looks like you wear glasses, right? So you're probably not seeing.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, man. I think Matthew Hakim realized that Mikey's just admitted that I've observed curvature. I know, so he's like going on with the glasses thing. Matthew Hakim, newsflash, and I know this is really, really hard for you. I used a camera. My glasses weren't even involved. I used a fucking camera. So I observed the curvature using a camera, and using a better camera than Mikey Smith. But like I said, you can try to say, my God, my glasses give me 20/20 vision. So who cares? I have corrective lenses. Doesn't mean I can't see the curvature of the Earth. With or without them, all I get is I get less detail. Like everything's fuzzier. But I can still see the shape of everything. Not a problem. It's not like I have big, huge Coke bottle glasses. But, nice cope. Try to obfuscate. His best way of debunking my curvature, my globe evidence is that I wear glasses. Wow, weak.
Things that clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 20/20 vision with glasses on.
They wear glasses.
I have 20/20 vision with glasses on.
Okay,
Let's
so
take 'em
normally
off.
your vision's bad then.
Yeah.
So doesn't matter.
And
I have contacts. My glasses.
I'm just saying, like, you got vision problems.
And what?
Yeah,
No, but
and
it's
NASA
not
have a new
And what?
telescope. NASA have a new telescope. Je sais pas trop là. It can see through new galaxy. Oh.
What the fuck's DG New Moon even talking about? Where'd that even come from? Nowhere. They're talking about my glasses, trying to pretend like I can't see very well with them. I can see fucking more than good enough. I can pass an eye exam for a driving test. My eyes haven't changed in over 20 years. So I wear glasses. Woo! Doesn't prove the Earth is flat.
But they can't focus on one star very close.
I can.
Why? Because telescope are only taking the entire sky and they apply an effect. So you see like a ball, another ball, another ball. It's an effect. So they say, we can see through galaxy, but we can't focus on one star. But
Right, so DJ New Moon's claiming that this telescope will cause an effect, but I'd like to kind of curious to find out. Let's take it off. Because what do we have in this? Well, let's break it down. What is this? This is a metal tube that's empty. At the bottom, it has a mirror. And if you take this off, this is a focuser. You put a little eyepiece in there. And if you look inside, you'll see another mirror. There's a mirror there that's at a 45-degree angle. And a mirror down there. And then this is a tube that you look into a little lens. So how is this metal tube with two mirrors? You can see the mirror. Look at that. Hello. See me down there. Right? Hello. Now that mirror is beveled a little bit, so as the light hits it, it focuses it into a tight beam that hits this mirror, which this mirror is perfectly flat. See, get my my camera to actually focus, which doesn't want to focus right now because it's being a jerk. As you can see, it's got a mirror there, and the camera wants to focus on the focuser, not on the mirror at the end. And there's a flat mirror there. See me? I can see me, and it reflects. See? So that's you can see my hand. So there's a mirror reflecting off of a mirror. See, hello. So how is that applying some sort of magical effect that I can't see, that he claims I can't see a single star, and that somehow this sees a whole entire night sky? Now I'll show you what this telescope can see. I'm going to show you the star Arcturus right about now. There you go. So that's stellarium. That should be Arcturus up there, down on the screen right now. And hopefully I can get some planets here. I don't know what's up right now. I'll have to look at the map in a second. By the way, that was from a live stream that I did, in which I tagged Mikey and sent an invitation for him to come on and see what the things I could see on a telescope. And he ran away from it. He didn't want to see it. He wasn't interested in the truth. He wasn't interested in coming on and having a discussion. He wants to be, me to show him live, me doing stuff. And then when I do that, he runs away and hides.
Mikey can focus on one star.
DJ.
Right? So
DJ.
The tool they made is to deceive people, so they think it's the best tool to watch the sky, but it's not. It's made
Mikey.
to deceive
Don't
you.
record a single fucking star. It's not hard. I do it all the time, guys.
Mikey, I did.
I've recorded stars.
Why don't you look at my
page? I've recorded stars
Mikey?
Too.
Mikey, I sent you. I sent you. Mikey, I sent you a video of a single star I recorded. Why haven't you looked at it?
Because I blocked you on email. Thank you.
Oh, so you run away, Buttercup. Oh, well, I sent you a video. If you want to run away, hide.
See, Mikey's fully just admitted he's running and hiding from me. He's got me blocked because he wants people to send him videos in his email of stars, and then when I do, what does he do? He blocks me because he doesn't want to. No, he knows I'm gonna freaking destroy him, and he knows that I'm gonna send him what he wants, and it's gonna falsify his narrative. So he just admitted he's got me blocked. Fucking hell, man. He's such an idiot. he's actually just a really disingenuous bastard is what he is. Fuck.
I've sent you video.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go
Mikey,
right now. But
no problem. I did a live stream. I did a live stream and tagged you in it, but you ran away from it.
And I like talking with you guys. Nice meeting you, Debunk, Curious Debunk. Nice seeing you, Mikey, DJ New Moon, and Aaron. I gotta go, man. But I'll try to join you guys again.
Thanks, Mikey, for admitting you ran away from me.
So take it easy. How do I click out? How do I click out of this?
The red box at the bottom.
All right, see you next time.
Mikey Smith, I've tagged you in a live stream. I did. Mike, I tagged you in a live stream. I did. Looking at the stars. You ran away from it.
It's okay. You don't have to try to convince me that it's a globe, so it's good.
Dude, I tagged you. I tagged you in a live stream. I did.
Venus video, it's ours.
See how Mikey still ran away from the fact that I've tagged him in that live stream that I did. It was a Wondrous Wednesday or on Doing the Work Wednesday, I think. If you look it up on my YouTube channel, he just completely ran away. And Mikey Smith's Venus video, if that even was Venus, is freaking garbage. I did a debunk and I addressed that video just not too long ago, so have a look at that one if you want to check that one out. But fucking, it's embarrassing, Mikey. That was really embarrassing. That was some garbage observations there. It was fucking horrendous. I don't even think that was Venus because it was freaking flashing. It was probably a fucking helicopter. that was bad, but yeah, yeah. I like the fact that Mikey's still running away from the fact is that I've offered to have him come on to a live stream with me doing astrophotography, but he never will. He doesn't want the truth. He doesn't want to see it because he can't. You know, he knows he'd be on video, getting absolutely freaking eviscerated by seeing what stars actually look like and getting a much better idea of what a real optics used correctly actually do. So DJ New Moon licking Mikey's boots as well is terrible.
Awesome. Yeah, it's all good.
I
Just
think this video.
Eat your milk and cookies and go to bed.
Your video is
Mikey, I can share with you a live stream I did. You want to see a live stream I did? Live stream looking at the sun and the moon? I show you a live stream I tagged you in.
I meant to say the moon and the stars. It was getting late. I was getting really tired. So I know it says sun and the moon. I have done ones of the sun, by the way. Just I haven't done for a while because it's a different scope I have to use that I can put the solar filter on. But I might do one here soon. It's supposed to have some nice weather. So, and hopefully things slow down a little bit for me, for life. I've been really busy the last little while. But yeah, I meant to say moon and stars. But, you know, what can I say?
Win? Oh, no, you ran away. You blocked me, didn't you? Oh, yeah, that's right. The live stream I did.
Next time I record Venus, I was actually going to do it live. I'm going to do it live next time on my YouTube.
Cool.
So that's what I'll do next time. Live.
Next time I'll do this live as well.
Now you'll have to say, oh, well, that's a YouTube problem. That's a YouTube configuration problem.
Mikey, I'll
it's going through
guess
YouTube,
what?
so it's the
guess what,
bits
Mike?
on the frame ain't right.
Mikey, look, next tomorrow I'll do a live stream looking at the stars with my telescope, and I'll tag you in it. You're more welcome to come on and have a look.
I don't care about your telescope. I don't care about your telescope. Zoom into Venus and record it like me, okay?
Sure, I can do that. I can do that.
Again, so you assume when there's no clouds, it's clear outside, right, buddy?
I can zoom into Venus.
You know
yeah, I've done it.
about the atmosphere or not?
Yep. And I've looked at Venus. I've done Venus. Yep. I've done that.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Okay, so show me a video of Venus then. Show me a video of Venus.
Okay, I'll find it right now. Just a few seconds. Let me find it.
Now, unfortunately, since that that live stream there, I wasn't able to do a live stream looking at Venus or even get out. It's been overcast pretty much every single night. We've had in the nights it has been overcast. I've had things that I've had to get up and do early the next morning. In fact, I gotta get up and go see some family tomorrow. So and do some stuff. So I came and do it now. It might be clear, might not. Hopefully tomorrow night it will be out, but here nor there. But yeah, so unfortunately I said I was going to do it the next day because my weather app said it's going to be clear, and then it wasn't clear. It rained and it's been pissy. So yeah. But as for the whole thing of like you can't zoom, of course I can do the same zoom that Mikey does. The full usable magnification, we call it magnification zoom of a telescope is 307 times. Mikey's is 20 times magnification. And what he does is that he uses his camera, zooms in with the zoom on his camera, a cell phone. It's a tiny sensor, little thing looking through low quality optics, and then I think he actually blows it more on his computer and uses the computer to just like magnify more onto a already distorted magnification of a very low quality image. So it goes from bad to worse, and Mikey thinks that he's doing something super fantastic, but really in essence his binoculars are probably, if you look through it just optically, you would just see a very, it'd be a zoomed in image of the night sky, but it still would see a lot of stars. So that's what he do. He's trying to get one in, and he goes like that with his phone and uses a digital zoom on his phone. That's how he's thinking, and he thinks he's getting one star. I'm pretty sure my old DLSR with my 300 millimeter telephoto lens, like a lens, probably has better magnification than Mikey's binoculars, and even then, if I use that and take a photograph with that, it's still like a portion of the night sky. I get several stars in it. So, and then I could go onto my computer and zoom in further with that, but then it's just gonna look like shit, and I don't want to have shit photographs.
Time to rock and roll.
I've done myself. Yep.
Myself laughing.
No,
I
not
have a good
problem.
night.
So let me get onto my
Mikey.
playlist.
I'm gonna go. I really love
You're not
your.
gonna watch the cartoon video we're gonna watch.
You want to see?
I mean, that BS comment that Mikey's did right there, saying that he's gonna watch a cartoon video. I mean, if I actually had found it on this, I probably just wouldn't have wasted my time anyways, because he's would have said it's a fake CGI, whatever, because it would have looked like Venus, and he would have claimed it's fake cartoons, and then laughed, and that would have been the end anyways. So yeah, I think even at that point I even asked Mikey, is there even a point in me showing it this? But you can see he's already dismissed it before he's even seen it.
Yeah, Venus. Just hold on. Just 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm mute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just want to say I love your Venus. Like, when I saw it,
Yeah,
I was like,
beautiful.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, you got it again.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go and have a good night, guys, and
yeah. Take care, buddy.
so bye to the chat also. Bye bye.
See if I can find it here. Hold on here. I'll get Venus up. Hold on. I gotta find it. It's in I did several of on one night, so just 2 seconds here.
So where'd you get the cartoon picture from behind you?
Amazon.
How come the stars are white in that picture? The stars are white.
Dude, it's just a piece of fabric. It's a pretty picture.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be nice to see the actual picture if it was ever taken. Probably.
Sure. March to the Moon.
The stars aren't white.
Yeah. March to the Moon. You look up the website. Everything's on physical film. 30,000 different pictures.
Oh dear, Mikey didn't expect that. Crickets.
See if I can find it.
Cartoon picture, probably.
Prove it. They're on physical film. You can go see it down in the Arizona Museum. When you go down to the States, go have a look.
He had to self-soothe by going, cartoon pictures probably. Fucking, that's all he's got. That's just, he can't even kind of think anything, rational or anything else. He just keeps saying, they're all cartoons, because they have to be cartoons for him. For him to try to even comprehend that it could be real pictures destroys his paradigm. So, and he can't handle that.
Yeah, so that means it's fact, right? It's because it's in a museum.
Well, you can go see the physical film, so prove that the physical film is fake. It's on
physical film of what? The Earth?
Of the Earth and the Moon and stars and everything, yeah. On Kodak film. On Kodak film. Oh, giggle all you like, but it's still there. It's on Kodak film, so.
Yeah, I know. They've been. Well, so what does that matter?
Well, you need to
they
prove
filmed the moon back in 1969.
Yep, and even before that, they filmed the Earth, yeah, from the V2 rocket.
Yeah, and it was fake.
Prove it.
Fake.
Prove it.
Professional photographers even can debunk that. Wow.
No, they haven't.
Good for that.
No, they haven't. Prove it.
Actually, they have.
Prove it.
Oh my God. Okay, again, I can just say the opposite is true. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Prove it.
No, it isn't. No.
Prove it.
No, it isn't. No.
Evidence.
No, it isn't. No.
All right. So you're going to go, nah. All right. Cool, Mikey.
No,
Cool.
No,
cool.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You're wrong. You're
cool,
wrong.
Mikey.
You're wrong.
No. I want to see evidence. You're saying is fake. Prove it.
So where's this Venus video? Let's check out this Venus video.
Yeah.
Mike, you really can't stand it. The fact is that every time he claims something, I ask for him to prove it with evidence. I can show him the March to the Moon. I can show it to him that it's on physical film. He's saying it's fake. So he's made the positive claim it's fake. He has to prove it. He doesn't like that.
Hold on, I'm just trying to find. I got a lot of content.
Venus, not 14,000 stars beside it. Only Venus. Only Venus.
Only Venus. Yeah. All right. Hold on here. You know what?
Listening is a skill.
Mikey, I heard you. Don't repeat yourself, buddy. It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay.
This is going to be funny. Hey guys, just wait for this beautiful video of Venus through a telescope.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Remember, it's probably a round planet in yours, right? Is it a round planet?
No, because Venus. No, because Venus is on the second planet from the sun, and we won't see the whole round thing because it's the whole time it's round is on the other side of the sun. You only see 3/4 of maximum.
It's in the inner orbit. We should never see it, buddy. How do we even record it?
Well, we can see half.
You guys are hilarious.
We can see half.
Never see Venus. It's in the inner orbit.
We can see half.
Wait a minute, but Mikey's claiming he took video of Venus with his binoculars, but now he's claiming that we should never see it. We can't see it because it's on an inner orbit. Obviously, Mikey has not a freaking clue how you can see Venus either just before sunset, or just after sunset, or just before sunrise, which only works because the Earth is a globe, and there's times we can't see Venus at all. Because say if Venus is between us and the sun, we can't see it, or if Venus has gone around to the other side, like where so it's gone. The sun's glare is too bright for us to see it. But yeah, on the globe, that's easily modeled out and proven, and has been done countless times.
Half of it. A sunset or just after sunset, or just after before sunrise.
Yeah,
you can see
in the northwest. It should never be in the northwest or the northeast. Ever.
Why?
Oh, you're funny.
Why?
You guys don't even know your own model. You don't even know your own freaking model.
You said that, but I asked why.
We live in the Milky Way galaxy, right? Do we live in the Milky Way galaxy?
We do, yeah. Yep.
So why do we see it above our heads in the night sky, twirling like a handle on a clock?
Which?
It's a destination in the sky. We don't live in the Milky Way, guy. You see it with your own two eyes. You're dense.
I took pictures of the Milky Way.
Yeah, because we don't live in it. It's above our heads.
We're inside of it. We can still take pictures of it. Mikey, I'm inside my room. Can I take a picture inside my room?
Oh my God!
Can I take pictures inside my room? I'm inside my room. Can I take a picture?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can take pictures of your ceiling.
So if you're inside the Milky Way, can you take pictures of the Milky Way from inside the Milky Way?
It should be everywhere.
It is everywhere.
No, it isn't. It's a strip line. It's like a shoelace in the sky.
Yeah, because
what's the matter with you?
Because we're on. It's the way it's designed. It sprawls out. We can look up and down, but also we can look out into it.
The way it's designed. I know it's designed. Yeah. Thank you. Everything's designed and created. Thank you.
Created by what?
I'm still waiting on your video.
Yeah, it's not coming up here.
You got Capella there somewhere too?
I got Arcturus. I got Saturn. I got I need to get extra hard drive, to be honest, buddy. I got Jupiter, I got Mars, I got the Moon. I got,
all in the same sky above us. They're not billions of miles away. Isn't that funny?
Well, you need. How'd you measure that?
Just below the firmament. Just below the firmament.
How'd you measure that?
Measure what? Measure what?
How far they are? Because you get claiming measurements.
Miles away. I know they're close. I can't see things from billions of miles away.
How do you know that?
Well, I'm only human, man. I'm not a freaking robot.
Do you understand how light works?
I'm not Johnny Five. I'm not Johnny Five.
Do you understand how light works?
I love how all you guys just come and attack me when I put out all the truth. I just love it. I want to thank you all for the slashes and the gashes and the bashes. It's fantastic.
You
guys would have nothing without me. Nothing.
You know, Mikey, I was actually covering Vlad and covering Mark Sargent for you. You know that, right? I don't cover you all the time, buddy. Nice.
Why don't you cover your own shit? Why don't you talk about and do experiments providing proof of the globe? You never do it. You just bash the shit out of other flat earthers. Go and record and show examples of the globe. Go do it. Go show us the model of your globe and how people are upside down in Australia. Show how that works. Show how the globe is here, the sun is here, and how people in North America see the sun above their head and above their head in Chile. Go and show that experiment. Go. Go.
I have.
No, you can't reproduce it. It's impossible.
No. Yep, it's easy. It's called gravity.
No, it's actually no, it's not easy. I'm just going to say the opposite. No, it's not easy. No, it's not.
Okay, well, gravity.
You don't live on a curve, so it's kind of hard to do that.
We have gravity.
No, it's not. It's hard. It's not. It's not.
I know it's hard for you, buddy. I know it's hard for you, kiddo.
Well, I know it's hard for you to look up a video on your computer right now.
Well, you know, I do apologize. I have a lot of content, and my computer decided it wants to update while I'm doing this. So,
I got a question for you. So when you go out again, I don't know when you go out, but I go out every night that it's clear. You assume that it's clear out because there's no clouds, right?
I live in the UK. Dude, I live in the UK. If it's no clouds, we consider that clear. It's the UK.
What do you mean by clear? Like the clear sky or the stars are clear?
If I can see the stars, that's pretty fucking good.
No, that doesn't mean the stars are going to be clear.
Dude, I live in the UK. If it's not raining, we call that good.
So there's no humidity in the UK? No humidity?
What's that?
No humidity or
Of
moisture?
course.
So you get a bit of pulverize through that and record a clear star every night, right?
Do you understand what lucky observation where
horrible. Hey baby.
Fine.
What time is it? Holy cow, 7:15. Jeez, hurry up, I'm gonna end the live stream.
Understanding. Dude, it's 2:45 in the morning for me, so
I gotta record the stars tonight.
Stop bitching. It's 2:45 in the morning for me.
Yes.
If I show you this, Mikey, are you going to accept it or are you going to just shove Nuh Uh?
What? Oh, well, I got to look at it first.
I'm just curious, if I'm wasting my time or not. That's all I'm asking.
Well, no, well, see, you're doubting your footage.
No, I'm not doubting my footage, but I'm just seeing how you are, bud. And come on, get off of this. Why is it not responding? Dude.
See, I record hundreds and hundreds of stars every night, okay? So I don't post all of them because a lot of them are not clear, okay? Last night or the other morning was the only clear night I had in 6 months, buddy.
That's what happens to use binoculars and a cell phone.
Yeah.
I use a planetary camera and a astronomy telescope. So and astronomy. I use Lucky Imaging as well. You know what Lucky Imaging is?
Do
you know what Lucky Imaging is? Dude, he just kicked me. He did, didn't he?
Oh dear. I guess that last comment asking Mikey knows what Lucky Imaging is was just too much for him. For anybody who doesn't know, Lucky Imaging is when if you have maybe a lot of atmospheric disturbance or you have, it's not the best seeing conditions, you just take like long video, like just do like or do like a lot of images. Like sometimes I'll do ones where I'll get like 1,000 pictures of, say, Jupiter. And in Lucky Imaging, what you do is when you do a stacking, and then you I have a software which it'll sort through, and it'll take the best, like it'll find the best image, like the one that seems to be the clearest one that has the most detail. Then I'll say maybe take the top 50%. So it'll sort through and give me the best 50% that has the clearest image, and it'll stack it, and then I could work with that. You'll put it into one image, and so if Jupiter, so then all the details. So if you're missing, if there's a little bit of disturbance, that maybe missing detail here, there, and stuff like that, it'll fill it in because you're putting all over each other until you're getting, and it's all lined up. You have alignment points that it'll line up that image to get the clearest one, and then you run it through some other software, which then you can kind of tweak things and tweak different values, like kind of stuff. So you can kind of enhance the image. You can kind of make sure to get the clearest you can. So it's not a fake image. You're taking the raw data, the real image, what you've gathered, you got, and all you're doing is just trying to bring out the details the best you can, so that of what the details you may have to you tweak different aspects and different layers and stuff like that to try to get whatever image you're looking for, whatever effects you're looking for. So that's what Lucky Imaging is, and something that Mikey wouldn't have not a clue. So as soon as I brought that up, I think he kind of realized that, oh shit, like this guy might actually have an idea what he's talking about, and Mikey doesn't Mikey doesn't use Lucky Imaging, has not a freaking clue what he's doing. He, like I say, he uses a cell phone with a set of binoculars, takes a video, and he thinks that's it. That's all he's got. And when you go on his computer, go into like the player, like a video player program, and then he'll set that slider on the bottom, go up to like 300%, and thinks that's it. He's zoomed in on a star or a planet. And it's all he's done is just took the shit content and made it bigger. He's done. And then you usually get you get a lot of distortion. You get a lot of digital artifacts, so you just get a lot of noise and shit like that. He's just used a small sensor in his phone with a pair of binoculars, and thinks that that's like how you do astrophotography. I mean, if he took 20 minutes on YouTube and looked up astrophotography, he'd see that everything he's doing is completely wrong, and he may actually get an idea what he's doing. And there's even people that use like the most basic budget stuff and try to show you how to get the most out of your basic stuff. You're not going to get like really good stuff. I'm not going to get something on my little like 5-inch Newtonian that some guy with a 12-inch Newtonian or 12-inch refractor or anything is going to get compared to what I get. Like people are going to have, some guy's got like a $10,000 telescope. It's going to probably get a lot sharper images, especially if he's got a tracking mount and tracking camera and everything on there compared to what I'll get. So I can get stuff that's okay, but it's not going to be as good as like, you go online, some of these people have phenomenal equipment and they'll get a lot better stuff than I do.
I love the fact that Mikey admitted that he's got me blocked on emails. So there's Mars and there it is. Fuck. I had it right there. It was right there. There's Venus right fucking there. Shit. I knew I had it. I wasn't reading the freaking titles. I was kind of it's 2:30 in the morning, so shit. All I can do is maybe I'll tag dumbass in this fucking see what he says. I already have tagged him in this. Look, I've literally tagged Mikey Smith in this. Please tell me this is up on my channel right now. Yeah, okay. So, look, I've tagged Mikey Smith in this. He's seen this shit. I've tagged him in this fucking video. There's it right there. Cock. There's image of. There's another one. And there's a video, like what Mikey Smith wanted, right there. There's a video of Venus that I took with my camera and my telescope. He wanted a single image. There fucking is right there. So Mikey Smith, if you happen to look at this, there's freaking Venus right there. Like I said, I'm sorry it took you a little bit to find it. I wasn't ready to go into debate. I was actually, like I said, I wasn't even freaking thinking about you, honestly, Mikey. I was looking at freaking, doing a little bit of stuff with Vlad, laughing at him and Mark Sargent, and then I went on FTFE's like live stream for a bit and had a chat with him. You're not the center of my attention.
So there you have it. That was me going on Mikey Smith's live stream, having a debate with Matthew Hakim, eviscerating and destroying him. And I said I wasn't, my A game. So, yeah, by Matthew Hakim ever was coming to my channel, it's more than welcome to come on because it's funny to laugh at him. It's like he's any threat to me. He's got nothing. And if Mikey Smith wants to have me on, I will do a much better job. I'll make sure my stuff, I know where it is. I'll make sure to have master photography videos and content up and ready that I can jump on, I can find it, and I can get on it. And I'll just make sure that my computer's not needing an update, and my kid isn't deciding to download a big RPG game that's probably sucking half the bandwidth in my house. So, you live, you learn. That's I do the best I can. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me for more videos. Subscribe to my channel if you're not yet. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out loads. Click the like. Comment if you what you think about this. And remember, people, the Earth is definitely a globe. Space is real. But don't forget, stay curious. Thanks for coming. I'll see you again.
And by the way, all those rumors on the internet are fake. I'm not flat. I'm not hollow on the inside, and there's definitely